Northwestern Arkansas brings the boys of fall back to the gridiron. And tonight, the high school football season begins for Conway in Northwest Arkansas. The Wampus Cats take on Fayetteville. The Cats made a run to the Final Four last year and begin the journey this season with some returning game changers and a few new faces in key spots. The season is less than 30 minutes away, and tonight, it's the start of year 21 on your exclusive video home for the Wampus Cats, Conway Corp.
From day one, Centennial has been there for the people of Conway, the people that teach us,
my biggest fear
protect us, guide us, and work to make Conway better every day. That's why we've donated over $5 million to local organizations and causes. And we have the same commitment to serving you for life's milestones and everyday moments. Centennial Bank, proud to call Conway and Faulkner County home.
DeBoard Electronics, a trusted name since 1952, was located at 650 Dave Ward Drive, 2 miles west of I-40. DeBoard Electronics offers state-of-the-art options to customize your Yamaha golf cart or your Polaris side-by-side and even your boat. With cutting-edge products, you will look good and sound good when you're cruising the water. So enjoy your time on the lake listening to your favorite tunes thanks to DeBoard Electronics, 650 Dave Ward Drive in Conway.
Not many people are going to be watching. You know, it's our first games.
Hi,
I could just tell myself, we're at home.
Co-owner and general manager of Smith Ford here in Conway. Since 1916, Smith Ford has built a reputation of unbeatable customer service. We don't just come to work to sell vehicles, we come to work to meet and exceed your expectations in the car buying process. Come see why Smith Ford in Conway has been in business for over 100 years.
Welcome to the Conway Regional Health System pregame show, the first one of the 2021 season, our 21st year to do Wampus Cat football. I'm Jeff Matthews. I'll be with you during the pregame show and with you throughout the night, throughout the game, throughout the season. For year 2, they're back. It's Levi Gilbert and Tim Roach, your voices of the Wampus Cats. And these guys have forgotten more about Wampus Cat football than you probably know, and you will hear that throughout the year. I'm glad that they are the guys that call these games for us. Last year, your first year together, Levi, it was an unusual 2020 to say the least. Games against opponents we'd never heard of before, games that never happened, some thrilling football that we saw on the field. What do you think about when you remember 2020?
Well, the word for 2020, and not just for football, but the year in general, was historic, right? I mean, there's no other word for it. But specifically when you think about the football season and what we got to see and be a part of, individually it was historic. Think about Ben Weiss and what he was able to do in his first season as a starter, the first season with Coach Kelly as OC, and the numbers that offense was able to put up. Bryce Bohannon had an unbelievable season, just all around. And, you know, how many times are you playing on the week of Thanksgiving? That's all you need to know about whether or not the season was historic. That's what it was.
And Tim, every year there's potential changes that you see on both sides of the ball. We saw some huge changes last year with the new system that came in. We're replacing a quarterback who Levi just mentioned had a historic year. And some big changes on the defensive side of the ball too. What are you seeing as far as changes go, and what are we looking forward to for 2021?
Well, I think the good news here is that Coach Fimple, Coach Kelly have a lot to choose from. The junior and sophomore classes from last year that are now seniors and juniors, very good talent all across the line. They have the places that we can plug and play are varied, not only because of the talent and the skill level that's there, but also COVID last year caused us to have to move people in and out of positions, playing sometimes where we're not necessarily familiar with it, but we can. We learned a lot about all of the people last year. Great freshman class moving up into sophomore. We've got a lot of players, lot of places that they can play. It's going to be a fun year to watch all the moving parts. It's going to change week to week, I believe.
Speaking of changes, and guys, I'll let you both chime in on this. There's already been a change at starting quarterback. It's a sophomore. We're all still learning his name. Donovan Amala. Amala, we think, is the correct pronunciation of his last name. Levi, Tim, what can you tell us about this sophomore lefty?
Well, I'll tell you, he was taking all of the starting snaps with the ones back in the spring until Sam Gregg got out of baseball, which was, you know, pretty late in the spring process. So what we know is obviously Sam Gregg was the heir apparent. They were really excited about him, and he's out with an injury. Hopefully he can come back in a short amount of time. A lot of excitement for Gregg, but there's also a lot of excitement for Amala as well. I mean, talking with Coach Kelly and Coach Fimple, he's got a different body type. He's a lefty. How long has it been since we've seen a lefty starting quarterback for the Wampus Cats? And he's got some wheels. So he brings a lot to the table, even as a sophomore. Now, the key for him is going to be, can his run game help him out and take some pressure off of him? Because it's going to take him some time to get used to the speed of the game.
Well, I think also what we've heard in practice is that there is a different set of or a package of plays that are uniquely designed for him. And that's the gift of Coach Kelly, is he's going to take what he's got in front of him and be able to utilize it. And from the word in practice it's looking really, really nicely. So I'm hopeful that he will play into what he looks like on the field. By the way, he looks great on the field. Looks like a quarterback. He's built like it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
The other thing for him that's going to help is he's got so many weapons. I mean, he's got a wealth of talent options at receiver. Receivers are going like 8 or 9 deep, and we know what they've got at running back with Boogie Carr coming back and Lala Smith and transferring from Texas. They're going to be able to help him out.
Can we run 7 wide? Like maybe just a center, a couple of guards, and then spread the field? Is that legal in American football?
If it is legal, or if there's any way to get there, Coach Kelly will find a way.
Well, we're excited about it, guys. We're less than 30 minutes away from kickoff, and we'll be back in just a moment on the pregame show to talk with Coach Keith Fimple. That's coming up on the Conway Regional Health System pregame show.
With Conway Corp Managed Wi-Fi powered by Plume, you get full-strength, uninterrupted Wi-Fi everywhere in your home. Easy to manage. Installed by our experts. All just $7.99 a month. Upgrade now.
When you need emergency care, you can trust the board-certified providers at Conway Regional to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
Welcome back to the Conway Regional Health System pregame show. I'm Jeff Matthews, joined by the voices of the Wampus Cats again. It's Levi Gilbert and Tim Roach, and we're joined by the head Wampus Cat, Coach Keith Fimple. Great to see you, Coach. Thank you for all that you do. You got a couple of football parents on the call here, and so on behalf of all the parents, thank you for what you do with our boys off the football field too.
It's great kids to work with. Like I've said over the years now, it's a great community, great public schools, and just real proud of the way the kids represent it, not only on the football field but off the football field. And that's what we're trying to stress a whole bunch of with them, and it's just good to be around parents like you guys that help us out with that.
Well, it's good to do our part. We appreciate everything that you and the guys do. And before we talk about this 2021 season that begins tonight with Fayetteville, let's take a look back at a season unlike any of us have ever seen. What do you think about when you think about 2020?
When I look back at it, of course, Ben Weiss comes to mind right off the bat. With what he did and how, did a great job for us coming in his first year, leading the state in passing yardage. And, I think that, he did a great job picking it up. I got a chance to go to Disney World this year, and what's been tremendous about it, I stopped in Tallahassee and with my son and got to walk around with Rob Scott and then see the facilities and everything with my family. And then on the way back, I stopped off in Oxford, Mississippi to visit a guy named Jaden Williams who gained 18 pounds in about 6 weeks. So, my son looked at me and he goes, "Hey, can we go see Bryce?" And I thought from Oxford to New Orleans is going to be quite a way. So, and then on top of that, to see Jamal Bethune at Arkansas Tech right now, 1,200-yard rusher. And I could keep going through those guys, but, tremendous guys that fought through, adverse conditions, and you can call them whatever you want. But to have the year they did and what they had to do, I thought they were very focused and just happy to see those guys go on and do great things.
So, Coach, all of those guys you just mentioned, every year we know that you have to replace key contributors and leadership, but those guys you mentioned were elite level. That's got to be a challenge this year.
The whole thing about it is, Mr. Roach, I think we've been very fortunate. I could keep going with Rear Hughes at Auburn, and I can go with Giovanni, Johnson over at Rice, and that's one thing that we have preached as a staff. The leadership that they showed them last year who's going to pick that up? And I think these kids, when you start talking about Manny Smith and Wes Boudreaux and those guys, when it's a lot easier in high school to, lose track of being a leader. But when you're around people and you grow up with them, it bleeds off onto them to where you just pick up the torch, and you always see that coaching cliche, tradition never graduates. And I think this bunch has done a really good job, stepping up through all those guys' positions that we just talked about.
Coach, you just talked about tradition or culture, whatever word you want to use. For those watching that may be new to this program, can you talk a little bit about your coaching philosophy and the kind of culture that you're still trying to establish and continue?
Well, I think it has to do a little bit with my age. When I first started out coaching, this will be year 27 for me, I was a different coach then. And I think in this day and age, you've got to go through and figure out exactly what you want to get out of it. And, taking this job at Conway, got to take over for a great guy in Coach Ashcraft, and we had talked on a regular basis. But as I got older, Levi, I decided that, not only to be the X and O guy, but to make better people when they graduate from here. And there's a lot of factors that go into that culture. Assistant coaches, the public schools that I talk about all the time, the community here in Conway that is more than willing to do anything at any time for my kids. And then my kids, going out a lot of times and doing things at elementary schools and at kitchens and whatever we can do. I think that develops a better, a person that I can be proud of, not only when they're 18, but when they're 38 years old or 40 years old. So, we stress that quite a bit. And I think when you do that, I figured out I didn't have to be quite as mean and driven as I was when I was younger. This works out just as good with our kids because they understand what we love them and we want that relationship with them. And if you got that, man, they'll do whatever you want to do. And I heard you guys talking about Christian brothers, They scored on the first play, man, of the game. And we could have just said, hey, let's just don't do this. But you could tell they fought to the very end of it. Could not be more proud of them for that type of effort, game in and game out. And I think that goes back to what we have as far as, these last years of leadership and the culture that we have.
Coach, that adversity was also put on display early on last year. In fact, in the first game last year against the Fayetteville squad, down 14.
Yes, so down 14 real quick, and it seems to be a recurring event for me even as a first-year head coach. You guys were with me. We went double overtime in El Dorado, and I was going, we've just now accomplished every scenario known to man in one football game, and it's my first one. So, and again, they showed it last year, and then we're going to get a great test out of this. Casey and his bunch that are very, very talented, but that's one, again, vision that Levi was talking about. Here at Conway, I want to play people like that. I don't want to take weeks off. I want people to be tough on us. That gets us ready for our conference and then, going into the playoffs. And that's why I want these matchups with Fayetteville and Bentonville and Jonesboro, which helps us just keep getting better with the competition part.
Well, Coach, we'll see you in Northwest Arkansas. We're looking forward to starting our 21st year of covering the Wampus Cats. And there's been a lot of fun seasons that we've seen. We desperately want to do what Manny was talking about. Hey, let's get into December this year. We would love it more than anything.
I think right now, just like you guys said, that them practicing on Thanksgiving has been a recurring event, and now they know that, hey, we've gotten this close. I tell them we got to work hard, and that next week comes. You just got to keep believing.
That's right. Coach, we appreciate your time as always. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you, guys. Go Cats.
When you need emergency care, you can trust the board-certified providers at Conway Regional to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
Conway Court Managed Wi-Fi, powered by Plume, intelligently adapts to your environment, managing your Wi-Fi 24/7, based on insights like the number and types of devices you have connected. Upgrade now.
The Conway Regional Health System pregame show continues now. It's our senior spotlight, and it is a young man who we have watched play since he was a sophomore spotlight. He's now a senior spotlight. It is senior wide receiver for the Wampus Cats, Manny Smith. Manny, let's talk about football for a little bit. Of course, we know what your future is. We're excited about this year and beyond. But tell us about how it started for you. Who have you played with along the way, and what were your earliest memories of the game?
Who I played with for a long time was Bryce. I've always looked up to Bryce. He's like always been a role model. Like, never competed with him, but like always like tried to get on his level. And let me think of somebody else. Probably my brother Shane. He's always pushed me to go harder. He's never told me I was good, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna make you tell me it's a good game.
Manny, what are your goals for the team? I know you probably have personal goals. You have all that stuff lined out. What are your goals for this team this year?
The overall goal is to go 14-0, walk off a War Memorial. But individual goals, I want our goals for offense to put like 50 on everybody. Defense, I don't want nobody scoring us. And I just got for individual goals I just want us to come together as a team more and be one, be a family. So we're getting there, but when season starts, I think we'll be way better.
Manny, Coach Fimple has described you as a leader for this team. How do you approach that leadership title, and what are the things that you do that you're focused on to help be a leader for the team?
I try to point them in the right direction. I don't always try to tell them what to do, but lead by example. So if you see me doing this, you can probably help you. It can help you, so you should do it too. Or maybe I just tell them small stuff that probably they wouldn't think of all the time. By something that doesn't have nothing to do with football, bro. Get to class on time. They don't think about that all the time, but getting to class on time versus if say we got a player that's not getting on class on time and another one it is, the sophomore, he's gonna play because he's more responsible. So I tell them small stuff like that. You gotta pay attention to that.
Manny, this might come as a surprise to you, but the three guys you're talking to here don't have your elite speed, and we haven't ever been in a situation where we're being handed the ball or thrown the ball, and then we have to make a decision when you've got 7A defenders coming at you. Talk us through that. What is it like? You get the pass in the flat, you turn your shoulders upfield. What are you looking for? What space are you looking for in that moment?
I'm just trying to bait him one way. So as soon as he takes the wrong step, you might as well run to the sideline.
and hey, let's be honest, you've been doing that since that El Dorado game.
Yes,
that very first game is you as a sophomore. We watched the highlights back just recently. So that's something that you were taught early. Or is it something that you're born with?
It's something I was taught.
Who taught you that?
I used to go in the backyard and play with my brothers and a dog, and the dog used to come try to bite me. I had to get away from him, get to the side, had to avoid him.
Well, I'm glad that you got past the dog and your brothers and everybody else. It has been a thrill to watch you play, and from a real selfish perspective with my role at UCA football, I am so excited to see you on the stripes in the future. And so we will have bear claws up. So we will get through this season. Then we'll get to that. There is a lot to accomplish in this senior year, and we're thrilled to watch you play. So good luck the rest of the way, and thanks for being with us, Manny.
Thank you.
When you need emergency care, you can trust the board-certified providers at Conway Regional to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
Conway Court Managed Wi-Fi powered by Plume is your fastest, easiest Wi-Fi ever. Local setup and support, plus self-optimizing technology for peak performance. No cables, no hassles, no kidding. Upgrade now.
Good evening and welcome to Harmon Field in beautiful and very warm Fayetteville, Arkansas, the site where your Wampus Cat 2021 football journey begins. I'm Levi Gilbert alongside color analyst Tim Roach, and we are thrilled to kick off broadcast season number 21 here on Conway Court. Your Wampus Cats come into tonight still riding high off the 2020 season that saw them finishing 1 game shy of the state championship. But with any new season, there comes lots of changes, Tim.
There are a ton of changes. It's the way it is in high school football. But here's the thing. We've got players coming up through our system, our junior high, 7th grade coaches, all doing a great job of pushing the talent up to us. And I believe we've got just the right mix of players for this year.
Lots of familiar faces on offense. Boogie Carr, Manny Smith. New number for Manny Smith. If you've been watching him the last 2 years and got used to number 24, he is now wearing number 1. But a lot of new faces as well. TJ Mickens, Lane Collins. Not to mention at quarterback.
Yeah. Well, so we had Sam Gregg was kind of started the fall as the number 1 quarterback. You had a couple of guys behind him had an injury, and so now thrust into the limelight and into the stage is Donovan Amala.
The opponent tonight, the host Fayetteville Bulldogs. Conway opened at home with them a year ago, trailed 14-0 really quickly, and then scored 38 unanswered points.
What a magical run that was from the second quarter on. The first quarter was not so hot, but boy, did it come down. So, yeah, it was a great game, and it kind of thrust us into kind of the rest of the season.
And this Fayetteville team, they really didn't start playing their best football until about midway through the season last year. But it all came to an end, unfortunately, an unfortunate end here on this field in the playoffs at home against the underdog Central Tigers. But that one game aside, Tim, this Fayetteville team, they were really becoming formidable the last half of the season. And that brings us to Tim's 3 things for tonight.
So I kept it simple this year. I'm going to go 2 words only for my 3 things. The first thing is
I like it.
Protecting Amala. So here's the thing. Brand new quarterback. He was fantastic in junior high. He's worked through the system. I think when you see him out on the field, you're going to see somebody that looks the part. The speed of the game is something that you'll have to make sure that we take care of. So I would imagine that we're going to see Fayetteville putting pressure on him early.
Protecting from an offensive line standpoint,
yeah.
Getting the run game going as well. You know, take a little bit of the pressure off your sophomore.
Well, we've got some things to do in our skilled positions. We've got a lot of skilled players that can go. Manny Smith, Boogie Carr, Lala Smith. I mean, we've got all those guys out there that can really go. So I think he's got a chance to do something.
And here's the thing about him as well. Obviously, what happened to Sam Gregg, so unfortunate. We were excited to see him being the starter this year. But this staff is high on Amala, and he's got a lot of weapons to choose from.
Well, he does. Now, it's going to come out a little bit differently. So if you're used to seeing a right-handed quarterback go at you, it's going to be lefty now. So the crafty left-hander in the pocket. He knows how to move in the pocket, though. So I'm excited to see what he does with the run-pass option and how he handles the pace of the game. The second thing I would say is they've got to contain Satania. We saw that last year. He had 5 catches for about 50 yards. And he was the one to watch on their team, and we did a great job with him. Now, throughout the year, he got better and better and better, and he is a D1. He's committed to Oregon, so he's the guy that they're going to get. They've got a spotlight. They're brand new at running back, so this is going to be the focus. If we can contain him, I think we got a chance.
Satania, 830 yards, 7 scores a year ago, not to mention 408 yards on kickoff returns and 2 scores.
Yeah. So anytime he has the ball, they're gonna get him the ball, and it'll probably happen a lot of different ways. The last thing I would say is this, and this is for any football game: win turnovers. If we have more possessions than them, I think we'll have a chance to really put some hurt on them throughout the game.
That's gonna do it for Tim's 3 things. Back with starting lineups after this 30-second break on Conway Court.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your health care are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers.
From day one, Centennial has been there for the people of Conway, the people that teach us.
Provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. So when you're facing an emergency,
has been there for the people of Conway, the people that teach us, protect us, guide us, and work to make Conway better every day.
We are holding here as the singing of the national anthem is happening across the way. Good shot there of our Conway cheer team. Live on Conway Corp, your Wampus Cats set to start the season against the Fayetteville Bulldogs. Fayetteville playing their fight song.
The
Wampus Cats.
Yes,
Sorry,
alma mater.
Where is our band set up?
This is a great setup right here. I can't see anything. There they are.
Yeah, we're trying to get that shot. You can see them on the right side of the screen.
So back to the starters and the things that we have, Levi. So Donovan, to your point, it's a great point. It's something that we need to see happen throughout the game is having Coach Kelly draw up a game plan that's going to allow him to grow into the ball game, take baby steps in. I mean, the pace of the game is going to be hot. I do expect them to come at him and really force him to make early, quick decisions, which is not great for a sophomore at this level. So he's going to have to dial up some plays, Coach Kelly is, to either get rid of the ball quickly or utilize the running game, and that's what we got to lean on.
Manny Smith making the trek to midfield as he will be your captain this evening.
That's a better number for him, I think.
Number 1. It fits.
The Manny.
Of course, a year ago, with all the COVID protocols, it was Bryce Bohannon was the captain.
And he started off hot calling the coin toss, and then, boy, I mean, it started to slow down late in the season. I think he got tired. Yeah, but Manny has changed his number to number 1. This guy has worked incredibly hard all summer long, 7-on-7s, playing in a lot of camps, and got noticed by a lot of folks. People just couldn't get their hands on him. This is as slow as you will see him all night. So take it in. This will be it. This is as slow as it goes.
Co-captains at midfield as well, Curran Duncan and Ashton Waller. As Manny Smith makes his way to midfield for the coin toss.
Ashton Waller can really, we may see some of him in different spots. A linebacker, safety, offense, punter. He's one of those he's kind of a Swiss Army knife kind of player, can do it all. Duncan is a basketball player. Some of you might recognize him from the basketball team. Plays forward, big body, defensive line in our interior, and during the Morrilton scrimmage, which is the only time we've really seen them play, any real game type action. He had a great scrimmage. He's tough to handle.
Live in Fayetteville, it is a warm August 27th here in Northwest Arkansas. Conway will receive. That was their preferred choice a year ago. So your Wampus Cat offense, with all these weapons, and a starting sophomore at quarterback, will get the ball first.
That was the kind of the change that we had. We at first we were deferring to the second half, and then we discovered that we can score pretty quickly, and so why not get somebody behind the 8 ball early?
90 seconds away. We'll go ahead and talk through your starting lineup a little bit. On the offensive line, left tackle Aaron Smith, a junior. At left guard, Raymond Tolliver. Center, senior Nicholas Childress. Right guard, another senior, Nick DeBoard. And at right tackle, junior Sean Tufu.
Tufu is, listen, here's the thing. Their coaches are very high on this line. A couple of new names, Aaron Smith and Raymond Tolliver, but they're very high on both of those. We know about Nick Childress, Nick DeBoard, and Sean Tufu. Really solid. If they have a good game, then that gives us a really good shot here.
Manny Smith, TJ Mickens, Wes Boudreau, Lane Cullum starting at receiver, and Boogie Carr starting in the backfield alongside sophomore Donovan Amulla. Fayetteville taking the field. Got a new angle for you. It's nice to have high school football, the sights and sounds back in our ears.
It's a little bit interesting to see people across the way.
Well,
every row, people in every row.
The student section earlier when we were trying to get a shot of the band, our students have traveled well the long drive.
That's right.
Looks like Manny Smith and Wes Boudreau will be set to receive the opening kickoff for your Wampus Cats. That's some lightning on the field right there in those two.
Pick your poison there. If you want to kick to one of them, here's what's going to happen. It's going to be fast. Whatever happens will be fast.
Head coach Keith Fimple starting his 4th season here at Conway. The head Wampus Cat 25-11. A few new names on the coaching staff this year, but for the most part, intact from a year ago.
Hey, Coach Lampe moved down to Carl Stewart to head that program. Great move, I think, for the program. He's going to build our talent up there, but Coach Robinson here moved into his spot as wide receiver, so really got a chance to for him to do some really good things for this crew. He's got a lot of weapons to choose from.
The number 6, Harrison Enos, kicking off for the Fayetteville Bulldogs. Seniors Manny Smith and Wes Boudreau set to receive for your Wampus Cats. And the 2021 football season set to begin here at Harmon Field. Glad you're with us here on Conway Corp. You can tweet us at 5 Sports Live, chat with us in the YouTube chat. Short kick. Manny Smith coming in fast. He does receive it, makes a man miss past the 40. And he will fall near the 50. Good starting field position for your Wampus Cats.
So they tried to kick it away from Manny Smith and Wes Boudreau, and what they did was they didn't count on the center fielder coming up. Manny did a great job of catching that on the run. He thought about letting it drop, but boy, gathered it in once he did. He had some open field, and they were lucky to get him.
We've talked about it a lot. Starting tonight, sophomore at quarterback, Donovan Amala. Our first chance to see him, his first action on a Friday night. 2 receivers split to each side. Tossing the flats to Boogie Carr. Carr's got space. Past the 45. And this Wampus Cat offense moving fast back to that line.
Great safe play by Coach Kelly. Just drop it off to Boogie. That's a great option.
They'll stay in twins. Fake to Boogie Carr. Pass out in the flats to Manny Smith. He's got it. He's got some room. One man to beat. Can't do it. Down at the 25. Tackle made by number 7, Braylon Palmer.
What a throw. A touch pass over coverage on in the inside, and then coverage over the top, and he dropped it right on him. What a great throw.
Quickly back to the line. Twins tight. Manny Smith in motion. They'll pitch to him, and he's going to be caught in the middle by Caden Turner, senior linebacker for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, when Manny goes in motion, your eyes are going to be on him anyway, and so it's almost like they really kind of knew what was going to go on there. Jet sweep with Manny is normally a great option, but boy, they had the penetration there.
Bring up 2nd and 12. Pitch to Boogie Carr. Boogie cuts it inside, now back outside. Going to get down near the 22.
Good first move to the outside, planted his foot, made what he could out of it. They actually had it covered up pretty well, but that outside step back to the inside gained a few yards.
Call it 3rd and 9. They'll set all 4 receivers to the left side, setting up a screen for Boogie Carr. Boogie makes a cut back inside. He's got daylight. Tripped up right before the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2.
Oh, I thought he had it. I never saw the guy for the safety from the middle of the field coming across. Again, a great step to the outside, pulls back into the inside. That misdirection, man, what a force Boogie Carr is.
They will go to the big formation here. Flags coming in. We have jump off sides against Fayetteville, or did we move early?
I think we moved.
False start against your Wampus Cats. That'll back it up 5.
It takes the bigs off. I mean, that's, again, the first time you run the bigs out there. Those kinds of things are going to happen. Again, it's the first drive of the season, but backs us up and gets the bigs out, puts us back into our regular format.
1st and goal at the 7. Trips to the right. They'll hand off to Boogie Carr. Boogie fighting for a yard or 2 in the middle.
Really good read option there by Donovan. He made the right call. They just had it stuffed up in the middle.
And this will give us our first look at junior Lala Smith. We'll hand off to him. He tries to get some tough yards in the middle. Might have gained 1.
You know, they recognize that they've got a young quarterback, and so they are bringing the middle pressure.
Third down, can't handle the snap. Amala picks it up, running out to the left side, and he's going to lose a yard.
That's an athletic move, though. The ball gets away from him. He picks it up, tries to make what he can out of it. So in comes special teams.
That'll bring in sophomore kicker Adrian Mejia. Mejia 6 of 8 on field goals a year ago, a long of 36. And they will set this at the 13. 23-yard field goal attempt for Mejia. Low snap. Trey Roberts recovers. And Mejia kicks it through. 3-0. Your Wampus Cats on top here in the first quarter. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Court.
When you bank with First Security, you're choosing real support for you and for our home state. So friends, families, and fellow Arkansans find better solutions together. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
Harmon Field here in Fayetteville. Your Wampus Cats on their opening drive. Get good field position on the kickoff return for Manny Smith. Drive down the field and settle for a field goal.
A couple of good plays in there, and we saw the interior of the defensive line really show up. But here's the thing. Once it gets stacked down there in that red zone, down in the 10-yard line, it brings everybody close together, and the runs up the middle just were, they filled too many gaps. There was just nothing there.
Mejia kicks off. He's gained some pop in that leg over the year, over the summer. Puts that one in the end zone.
Oh, my goodness. That was footed. He caught it in the middle of the end zone. That is just an absolute bomb.
Now a first look at this Wampus Cat defense. A lot of starters back in the secondary. Troy Wiseman at corner. Traylon McClure and Trey Roberts at safety. Quadro Wilson at the other corner. Wade Simpson, Ashton Waller, Maurice Freeman at linebacker. And Quay Stuckett, Curran Duncan, Kelvin Thomas, and Preston Prock on the defensive line. Bladen Fike takes the snap. They hand off on the sweep to Satania. He's got space out on the far side. It's going to be a foot race. Can Troy Wiseman catch him? He will not. And that's going to be an 80-yard touchdown on the first play. They find a way to get it to the big playmaker, Satania. He makes this Wampus Cat defense pay.
Simple jet sweep, and once he got the ball, misdirection, everybody bought on the running back into the interior. And once you get a couple of steps, Satania, that's all he needs is just a little space, and he had a lot of space on that side.
Harrison Enos steps in for the point after. Kick is up. Kick is good. 7-3. Fayetteville answers back quickly. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Court.
Your summer adventure starts and stops with the dependable Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Toyota from Phil Wright Autoplex. We still have brand new and pre-owned vehicles arriving weekly. Come experience why so many families are trusting Phil Wright Autoplex here in Russellville. Or shop us online at philwright.com.
Good shot of Coach Keith Fimples. We come back to Fayetteville.
Do you see any steam coming off the top of his headset area?
I think it's too hot for steam.
It's evaporating before it gets up. Yeah,
it is just too warm for that.
Yeah.
Enos, another pooch kick to the right side. Manny Smith hauls it in near the 20. He's going to cut it back in. Nowhere to go in the middle. So he's taken down by a number of Bulldogs led by Isaiah Relaford, Luke Jansky.
Yeah, there was really nobody out there. He was kind of a little bit on an island, if you will. And I like Manny in space, but there was too much work to do there. Okay, so get hit with a big play, and we've seen that before last year. So let's just see how we responded. We responded last year. This is the time.
They'll go trips to the right. Manny Smith, Wes Boudreaux in the slot. Lane Collins near side. Smith in motion. Well, hand off to Boogie Carr. He finds a little bit of daylight in the middle for a short gain.
That's actually not too bad. That's about a 4 or 5 yard pickup. And if we can get that in the middle, we'll take that because that'll set up the pass.
Ball placed at the 32. Second down, quick pass. Out in the flats, can't be handled by Rome Fields, a junior.
Yeah, that and Rome Fields is kind of a converted defensive back from last year from the junior varsity, but they have high hopes for Rome Fields. Plays on the basketball team as well.
3rd and 6, 2 receivers to each side for Amola. Steps back, gets his read. Ball is up for Wes Boudreaux. Wes hauls it in down near the 32. Big 3rd down conversion for your Wampus Cats.
So he got 2 steps on Owen McCone, who's the converted quarterback from last year. Really played well as a junior in their defensive system, but got 2 steps and it was there.
5 wide, they bring Boogie in motion, and they will hand it off. Boogie fighting for a few yards up the middle.
So that's the first vertical we've taken with Wes Boudreaux. That's the play that Bohannon would have last year in that seam. You get a couple of steps. If you get any eyes into the backfield, Wes Boudreaux can get past you. Elite level speed.
Mala over the middle's got Manny Smith. Manny over his back shoulder, can't haul it in. Empty backfield for the sophomore quarterback, and he almost had it right on the money.
Yeah, actually, you know what? That's a great throw. Manny normally is going to bring that down. It was a tough catch, okay? But Manny's got those skills. That'll come, but that was actually a really good throw.
3rd and 7, 4 down territory here for your Wampus Cats. And it's going to be backed up.
Yeah, movement on the offensive line. Kind of got set and started rocking backwards. When you get some of those big guys, it's tough. Once they get moving, it's hard to stop.
That'll push it back to 3rd and 12.
Any positive yardage here, it's still 4 down territory.
Two receivers to each side. Here comes the pressure. Sophomore trying to buy some time, but just nowhere to go. Avoids the sack.
I'm not sure how that's not a penalty. It is. Okay, I was wondering. That's a ineligible receiver. He hit
Nick Childress just could not resist.
Yeah, I mean, it was right there. I mean, and here's the thing. Okay, either knock it down. It would be illegal touching anyway. So, all right. So, and that maybe, I'm not sure if it's loss of down or not.
Waiting for the call. A lot of discussion happening on the far end. Casey Dick, head coach for Fayetteville, chatting with the official. Not used to these slowdowns watching these Wampus Cats on the football field.
I mean, it's first game for our officials as well. They want to make sure they get it right. I would rather take the time to do it right.
It was 3rd and 12.
Okay, well, that's interesting. Maybe I'm again, another Michael Hannon moment. We'll get him next week to talk to him. But I thought that the interior line could not touch the ball.
So did they wave it off?
What did
they do?
No
Okay.
flag.
So 4th and 12 for your Wampus Cats. This will be interesting for Conway all year. They will keep the offense on the field. Manny Smith to Amala's left. He'll roll out to the left. Looking deep for Rome Fields. Excuse me, that was Boogie Carr. He could not haul it in. Turnover on downs for your Wampus Cats.
Okay, it's a good throw. I mean, that's going to be there at some point in time. Crossing route by Boogie Carr. I like him ISO'd, but it was too close. It took too long to go and just got us too far into the boundary to even make a play on it.
Fayetteville offense has had one play here in the first quarter, and it went 80 yards. Jet sweep to Isaiah Satania. You see him there near field in the slot. Empty backfield for Fike. He looks in the flats, and that is almost picked off by Ashton Waller.
I'm going to have to watch myself. I almost came out of the press box. No, that was a pick six. If he gets it clean, Satania actually did a good job of getting just a little bit of the ball, but that's a pick six waiting to happen.
Waller, a safety a year ago, getting some new looks at linebacker. Empty backfield again for Fike. Fike steps up, looks over the middle, and he connects with Jalen Blackburn. First down.
Yeah, that's the other part of this that we got to be very careful of, is you pay so much attention to Isaiah Satania, then all of a sudden number 2 Blackburn can really burn you. He's a very good receiver, so you've got to keep your eyes on him as well.
Ball at the 47. Fayetteville driving again. Handoff to Espino. He fights in the middle for a gain of 3.
Yeah, good job by Duncan there. Reaching back, he had overrun a little bit, had actually shot into the gap and overran the play a little bit, but he reached back and made the tackle, make sure he didn't get too far.
Second and 7. Fike looking to his left. He'll scramble. Keeping the play alive. Looks out to the far side. Satania open, but great defense from Traylon McClure.
Yeah, he made up a lot of ground there. Satania got a little bit free, was standing there, kind of just waiting for the ball to come, and a great job by Traylon just to make the trek across the last quarter of the field to get there. But here's the thing. What I liked about that, though, was the pressure on the quarterback. He had got a lot of time. He scrambled back and back, but we contained. We did not let him pop it outside.
3rd and 7. Sets are set up to Fike's right. Here comes the pressure right up the middle, and that's almost picked off by our new corner, Quadrell Wilson.
Phew. That's 2 now. Okay, that's 2. Even Traylon's, you could almost say he might have had a chance on it, but that's 2 now. Other than the big pop run, I mean, that's really so far.
And here's what's dangerous for these Bulldogs. Your punter,
Satania.
Number 1, Isaiah Satania.
Oh my goodness. Let's do everything guy.
Yeah, Wes Boudreaux back deep. But Conway, I'm sure, going to be keeping an eye on one. He will punt it away. That is a nice high punt. Wes Boudreaux calls for the fair catch. Takes it around the 18-yard line.
Yeah, actually a pretty good catch. I mean, wouldn't necessarily color commentate on catches by punt returners, but that had an odd wobble to it. And he caught it cleanly, right at spot. And if he doesn't catch it, by the way, if he doesn't catch it there, odds are they're downing it inside the 10. So he saved us about 8 yards there.
Great job by the Conway defense, picking up your offense after a turnover on downs. Amala passing the flats to Manny Smith. Manny trying to make a cut. He'll go down after maybe a gain of 1.
That was a case where Manny was too fast for Manny. Tried to make a move, his eyes and his body went one way and his feet were kind of doing something else. But that's a fairly consistent play call right now. And again, it's getting the ball out of Amala's hands, getting into a receiver that he trusts, trying to let them do what they do. Eventually we're going to go vertical again, or we're going to pop a run.
Direct snap to Manny Smith. He's going to go out to his right. He's got space. Manny Smith, daylight. One man to beat. Can he do it? Manny Smith! 82 yards! Touchdown, Wampus Cats!
Oh, Manny. I love you, Manny. What a play. I mean, literally, direct snap, fumbled behind him, picked it up, had 2 guys right on the top, got to the edge, and if he gets to the edge, doesn't matter really who's there, he's going to outrun you. That is how you answer.
Magic Manny doing what only Manny Smith can do. Mejia in for the extra point. Kick is up. Kick is good. Conway leading 10-7. 5:31 to play here in the first quarter. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Court.
Trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, We are not just growing, we're growing together. Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. So when you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we are not just growing, we're growing together.
Well, we've got a battle of number ones here in Northwest Arkansas. Isaiah Satania, number 1, wide receiver for the Fayetteville Bulldogs, goes 80 yards on his first play and scores. Manny Smith says, I'll do you one better, 82 yards off the direct snap.
Yeah, I'll play quarterback and do it. I mean, Satania just took a handoff. What is that? Manny does it. He fumbles it, spins around, drops down, and gets to the edge. Wow. And then outran. Actually, when you look at from our angle, the safety had an angle on him. And
yeah, that's what I thought was going to catch him.
Yeah, just couldn't quite get it. But again, that's a big play, and it's disheartening for the defense, just like it was for our defense. So again, early in the season, you've got that the Bulldogs will go, all right, that was just kind of a fluke play. That's not going to happen again. But it does a lot for our confidence.
A lot of action already here in Fayetteville. We're barely past the midway point of the first quarter.
It's literally like we picked up where we were last year. It's just an absolute track meet.
Sophomore kicker, Mejia, legs one. It's going to bounce near the 5 and go out of bounds. He's 2 for 2, putting it in the end zone.
Yeah, that one had the odd spin. He didn't even hit that one well, and it went into the end zone. Wow. When he gets a hold of it, it goes. I was talking to my son Jack, and he said in practice, he said it just sounds differently. You know, last year he was managing a freshman kicker. He kind of looked like a freshman at times in terms of his body style. He's really filled out, put a little bit of weight on, and man, can he hit it.
We asked him if we were saying his name correctly before the game, and it seemed like he was just agreeing with us, but I think we are. Fike, quick pass out to the flats on the right side, and Wilson stepping up to make the tackle.
Good play there. And I got to tell you, I mean, Fike, that's almost like the same thing for Donovan, just trying to get the ball out and get a play, get to a receiver and just get it out of the hole.
Gain of 8, 2nd and 2 coming up for Fayetteville. They'll go trips to the left. Fike steps back. He's got some time, and that's picked off by Wilson.
Way to go, Q. Great read. I mean, literally jumped the route, was 2 yards off. As soon as Fike released, he broke on the ball. Made a great catch. That's how you read it. That's how you draw it up as a cornerback. That's how you want to do it.
Junior getting his first start tonight here in Fayetteville and getting the first turnover for your Wampus Cats.
Wow.
And Conway will start this drive on the right side of the field.
We've had so far tonight, not counting that pick, we've had 3 balls that we really had our hands on. So we were playing and toying with it. You knew we were going to get one eventually.
Amala have trips to the right. And he'll hand off to Boogie Carr. Boogie looked like he was about to pass it to Manny Smith in the flats.
Yeah, he was. And here's the thing, those gloves work for some things, not really for throwing. They're wired just to kind of hold on to the ball. But when you try to move it and try to throw it, a little bit difficult.
Going to bring it back about 4 yards, and we are going to have another penalty against your Wampus Cats. 3rd one already.
Yeah, couldn't see who moved in the line, but apparently someone did.
So back it up some more. It's going to be 2nd and almost 20. 2nd and 19.
They called that. I think they called that on Nick. Maybe he moved the ball, nudged the ball around. You got to be real careful there.
Collins and Boudreaux near side. Boogie Carr in motion. And we've got movement again.
Okay, so we didn't really talk about this part of the deal. And some of this is going to be You've got some experienced offensive lines, Nick, Tufu. But what that is, that's a process of having a brand new quarterback, and the timing is a little bit different. You're used to a different cadence. You're used to going differently, and so they're having to get used to it. And they will, but this is the first game stuff. You're going to have that.
2nd and 24, the sophomore. He gets a deep ball up for Wes Boudreaux. Wes making a play back, and that's going to be pass interference, and he still makes the catch. What a job by the senior.
Oh, West, have a game, young man. Wow. Got past, was 2 steps past. Amala could not get enough on it to get it out there. But when he did get it off, it gave West a chance to come back and get it. Safety had no chance but to just grab around the collar.
Boudreaux, 719 receiving yards a year ago in his junior campaign. And he's had 2 deep go routes here in the first quarter.
And that's 2nd down and about 25.
Yeah, 24.
Maybe. Yeah.
Trips tight to the left. Manny Smith in the backfield. They'll run an option to Smith. Manny's got some daylight in the middle, cuts back, and he will stay on his feet. 17-yard rush for Manny Smith.
What a move. 3 guys had him. 3 guys. 3 guys had him, and nobody could get him. Manny Smith. Wow.
We got a chance to talk with him, our senior spotlight, in the pregame. You'll get to hear him again during the halftime show. And we asked him how he does that right there. It's on display. PAT is up and good. The Wampus Cats lead 17-7, 4:08 to play here in the first quarter. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Court.
Your summer adventure starts and stops with the dependable Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Toyota.
Fayetteville, Conway scored first with the field goal from Mejia, then went down 7-3. And they have scored 14 unanswered.
Manny Smith.
Yeah, all Manny.
And listen, one of them was just kind of a makeup and just run down the sidelines and try to beat everybody with speed, which he did. But that run, he got the ball in the middle of the traffic. It's where they've been stopping us all night pretty much. And he just made 3 guys miss.
Yeah.
I mean, they flat had him, and then they didn't.
Manny Smith, a receiver for your Wampus Cats, they've been finding ways to get him in the backfield. And that's going to be another kick by Mejia, 3 for 3 in the end zone. Manny on 3 carries tonight, 96 yards and 2 scores.
Wow. Boy. I mean, West has had a great night. Amalo's having a great night. Manny's having a better night. How does that work? Well, 4 minutes to go in the first quarter.
What you're seeing here is just exactly what you want if you're this Conway offense. Get your playmakers the ball and let them take pressure off your sophomore quarterback.
That's exactly right. That well said. That's exactly right. Now, you got to keep your eyes on number 1 and just make sure he does not burn you deep. Let's keep the momentum.
Satania near side just off screen.
Yeah, motion.
And we've got motion against the Fayetteville Bulldogs. And they will move it back 5, make it 1st and 15. I don't think you could want this script to go any better for your offense other than the penalties. 3 penalties here in the first quarter, or 4 maybe.
Yeah, we've had a couple of bobbles, a couple of dropped balls, and a couple of snaps that have gone a little bit awry. But really, got to be happy with where you stand right now.
Twins stacked. Fike hands it off.
That's a hold.
And Espino breaking it out on the far side. And Tim Roach thinks he knows why he was able to break it out.
And I said, I promised I was not going to do that. I promised. And it's first quarter, and I've already broken it. They got away with the hold. They got away with the hold on the edge with the receiver. But okay, let's play forward.
Ball set to the 42. First down, Fayetteville. Waller showing blitz. He'll back up. Fike looks to his left, and he throws just a hair high to number 12. And I don't have a number 12. See if we can hear who it was.
Yeah, he did. And I got Troy. I know who that 12 is.
Yeah, we know our 12. No 12 on the roster for Fayetteville. So
he got a good hit on him, but again, he's having to rush the throw a little bit. He threw it high. He's probably a little gun shy about underthrowing because we've been close to so many.
2nd and 10. Fike, pump fake. He's going deep for Blackburn. Hits him in the hands and bounces out. Nice break for your Wampus Cat defense there.
Q's got his hand over his heart when he was walking back. He was like, thank you. He had, I mean, that's 3 steps. So good, again, very good receiver. We're going to have to make sure we stay with him. But we're taking so much precaution with Satania that we're going to be ISO'd on Blackburn all night long. We're going to have to make that play.
3rd and 10. Hayes Robinson checks in the slot. And Fike looking for him over the middle. Rolls out to his left. Steps up and finds Satania. He took a big hit by Proc.
That's a great throw by Bladen Fike. I mean, he had pressure, had I think it was Proc
right in his eyes,
right in his grill. Made the play happen, threw it across the middle of the field, which you normally don't want to do. And again, if you're going to throw to Satania, he's going to catch most of those.
Bulldogs on the other side of the field at the 45. Now hand off to Espino. Espino up the middle for a gain of a few.
Yeah, that's actually, you know, again, it's a gain of a couple, but that's just kind of a keep you honest kind of play. They're not going to break that too often. You're going to bust one of those eventually, but really not a lot of threat there. That's just kind of a keep you honest. Make sure you got some eyes to the interior, that you don't have every eye on number 1.
Motion, jet sweep.
That's a hold, yeah. Yeah.
Dylan Kittle. There will be a hold out on that far side. Bring it back.
Yeah. So on the trail, we had our end, and I think it was Q maybe or Quay came up to make the play, and they had an arm extended and got him. It was pretty obvious and not a lot of argument, by the way, on the Fayetteville side.
Yeah.
They were nodding and moving.
Checking in for your Wampus Cats, number 18, Javion Ware, senior transfer from Morrilton. Number 18.
They really like what he's bringing to the table.
See him right there on the Bulldog. Pressure. Fike gets out of it. He's going deep for Satania. Satania coming up with an amazing catch and the score as Troy Wiseman doing all he can to get a hand on that one. And Fike on the other side of the field taking a huge hit. Coaches are checking on him. His helmet came off. But he delivered a strike to Satania, and Satania coming back, making just an amazing play.
I mean, if you're Troy, I think it was that Troy that was
Troy Wiseman, yeah.
So I mean,
I don't know what more he could have done.
No, I mean, he was right there. That's just you know, Satania is an elite player, and that's an elite player making a play. We bragged on Bryce Bohannon last year for that very thing. High point in the ball.
PAT is up, and it is good.
I have no idea how he got that in.
Lead cut to 3. Conway still on top, 17-14. 30 seconds, and we're back on Conway Court.
When you bank with First Security, you're choosing real support for you and for our home state. So friends, families, and fellow Arkansans find better solutions together. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
Back live in Fayetteville. It has been a wild first quarter. 2:12 to play. Conway up 17-14. And we are keeping an eye on the sidelines as Manny Smith is taking his pads off, and Traylon McClure also getting looked at. New kicker in for Fayetteville, Jose Carrero. That will be fair caught by Troy Wiseman. That ball will be set at the 25.
Okay, so they get the big play again. I mean, that's how they've done it so far is the big plays to Satania. And, you know, we knew he was going to get his. I mean, that was just an elite play. Okay. So now we're still ahead. We have got to we need to answer here. I mean, it's just the first quarter, but we really need to answer.
Handoff to Boogie Carr, and he is met immediately by Caden Turner in the backfield.
So you're going to start seeing some of that. Caden Turner is a D1 commit. They've also got the transfer in from Ohio. Manny Powell is in, number 16. He's a Razorback commit, so they are really good at linebacker.
Empty backfield for Amala. Steps up under pressure, breaks away somehow. Helmet coming off as the sophomore, I think he may have gained a yard or two there. He will have to come off, and that brings Phil Sherry in. The junior coming in for a play on 3rd and 10. Trips to the left. They look over to Coach Kelly. Sherry, quick pass out in the flats, bounces it to Wes Boudreaux.
Yeah, it looked like he ran into Boogie there on the throw and really could not step back and release it. So
they will go with the official punt team here. Number 51, Austin Watkins, a sophomore, your deep snapper. And Ashton Waller will step back to make the punt. Manny Smith still on the sidelines. They've been putting a lot of cold water on him.
Yeah, it's been some kind of hot. It's starting to cool off a little bit now, but man, it's been
so hot here. Ashton Waller airs one. Bounces near the 50, a Conway bounce. It'll go out near the 38. What a punt from Ashton Waller.
Okay, so not a great series. You didn't have Manny Smith in there at all, and you lost your quarterback for one play, and so
scrap it.
Yeah, it had some adversity there, so I understand that and get that. Now, what has to happen here now is you've had some conversations on the sidelines, and you know that what they said was, look, we had Satania covered up there. Forget that play.
Right.
What we don't want is the first play of scrimmage. So make them work for it. Make them bounce it around. Pick out some other players. And let's try to keep one down a little bit.
Satania far side. 3 receivers on the field for the Bulldogs. Fight quickly. Getting a pass in the flats to Kittle. He makes a move. Gain of 9.
Man, lots of hats flying off.
Yeah, things getting chippy down there.
Yeah, that's Duncan. So he's got to come off for a play. But here's the thing, boy. I mean, he's still not up yet. Yeah.
Kittle.
Yeah, he took an absolute lick.
On the floor.
Yeah.
Fike took a big hit on the last play of the last drive for Fayetteville, but he's back on the field. Conway Cheer making the trip up to Fayetteville. Start of the 2021 season for your Wampus Cats. And they are
looking at his shoulder, it looks like.
Yeah, they are going to give some attention to Dylan Kittle, senior wide receiver for Fayetteville. Let's go ahead and take a break here, and we'll be back with more action here on Conway Court.
When you bank with First Security, you're choosing real support for you and for our home state. So friends, families, and fellow Arkansans find better solutions together. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
Good shot of your student section there. They have traveled well tonight, classy students. I'm not sure what the theme is. Seeing some construction gear, seeing some clown hair. I don't know.
Well, so if you've made the drive to Northwest Arkansas anytime in the last 2 months, if you pick the wrong time, you could be facing about a 10-mile trek that is nothing but construction. So maybe that's it. But it could be that we're under construction. Maybe we're reconstructing our with the new year. Who knows? Our student section is always live with a theme.
Well, they get Dylan Kittle off the field. That'll bring up 2nd and 1 for the Bulldogs. The sun finally behind the mountains here in Fayetteville. Fike looking over the middle, and he had Blackburn coming across. Just threw it a bit behind him.
Yeah, this is, they're going to line up, I think, Satania to the wide. They're not coming to punt. Fike stays in the game.
Well, I think it's just 3rd and 1.
Oh, is it 3rd down?
Yeah.
I thought that was 3rd down. Okay, my apologies. Yeah, so they're not going to punt right now? Ridiculous.
I don't believe so. One can hope.
Yeah.
3rd and 1. Quick pass out to Satania. And that ball was almost tipped away by Javion Ware.
Yeah, we had that covered up pretty well, but again, Satania making a play with the ball. Once he gets his hands on it, it's danger, danger, danger.
1st down Bulldogs, ball spotted at the 46. Two receivers far side, tight end on the left, and Satania near side. Fike looking to his right. He's going to run right up the middle. He slides around the 39. Nice gain for the senior quarterback.
Yeah, he didn't hesitate there, and that's been kind of there. He's been hesitant to do it, but he took the right move there.
2nd and 3. And that will do it for the first quarter here in Fayetteville. Whew. Let's all take a breath. 30 seconds, and we're back on Conway court.
Thank you for your business. Thank you for your business.
Got a note from Heather Nutt on Facebook. They think the theme for the student section is neon. Of course, the construction uniforms also on point.
I was reading into it too much.
Well, the funny thing is I think they're having a similar theme on the far side, Fayetteville student section.
All neon.
Wampus Cats lead 17-14 after 1. And Manny Smith still on the sideline. Shoulder pads still off for the senior. 2nd and short, Fike finds Blackburn. Blackburn makes a move back inside. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 5 by Ashton Waller.
So that's the dangers, because you are really basically ISO'd there. You got some safety help over the top, but it was a little late getting there. And that's the guy that if he gets by you, your man coverage. If you get by, it could go the distance, and we barely got there.
Well, I don't think we're going to see Manny Smith again tonight.
No.
1st and goal, Caden Turner in. He keeps it, gets a short gain. So the linebacker coming in, the Wildcat formation.
Caden Turner can do a lot of things. I mean, he's just an athlete that they're going to give the ball to. He scored last year.
He will stay on the field. 2nd and goal from the 2. Penalty marker coming in. Unfortunately, folks, we are not going to see Manny Smith again tonight. They bring back standard offense back in. Fike back at quarterback, trips to his left. Espino in the backfield, also to his left. Fike running out to his right. Touchdown, Bladen Fike, 2-yard scamper.
Basically the same play that he had a while ago. We lost containment into the middle of the field. We're getting a lot of pressure on the edges, but it's forcing him to be in the middle, and there's really nobody there.
Fayetteville regains the lead. Traylon McClure gets it looked like he got a hand on it, and that's still going to squeak through.
Did it get through?
They're saying it's good.
Wow.
21-17, Bulldogs back on top. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Court.
Hi, I'm Kate McConnell from Smith Ford, a proud member of the Smith Ford family. As a mom, I'll help you find a vehicle that fits your family's needs. Whether you have 2 kids or 4, Smith Ford has the vehicle that's right for you. Ford has vehicles for all families. This F-150 has enough room for 3 car seats. Come experience Smith Ford's family customer service in Conway on exit 127.
Live tonight in Northwest Arkansas, Harmon Field to start your 2021 season for your Wampus Cats. Conway trailing 21-17 early here in the second quarter. And Boogie Carr and Wes Boudreaux set to receive. And it will be Jose Carrero kicking off again for Fayetteville. Pooch kick, Lane Cullums gonna fair catch it.
That's good.
Near the 26 or 27.
That's a good decision. Okay, we've taken a couple of gut punches, and so, and again, early in the year, you're going to have these moments where things kind of go against you. You've got some things happening that you're kind of distracted by, and so what you want to do is just kind of focus on the task at hand. You're out there to play the game and play for each other, and that's what we've got to count on.
Amala trips to his left, be a handoff to Boogie Carr. And Caden Turner has just been all kinds of trouble in that backfield for Conway here in the first half.
He has, and he's coming in untouched off of the edge, and so what we've got to be able to do is to pop something in that zone where he's coming, just like now. But he's disrupting that as well.
Yeah, so, trying to get a quick pass out to Rome Fields, and it's bounced.
Well, so they've made some defensive adjustments, and so they are working to stop our weapons, and they've done a good job these last 2 drives.
3rd and 12, sophomore looking to his left. Just looked like he didn't quite have the right grip on the ball there. 4th and 12, they'll bring in the punt team.
Yeah, I mean, he actually had Rome Fields open there, and just, again, a sophomore trying to make a play, just didn't quite have a good grip and didn't come out right. So time to regroup, get the defense back out there, and try to make a stop.
Ashton Waller set to punt. Had a nice punt in the first quarter. He gets it off here, another banger deep. And that will be fair caught near the 34. Great job of this punt team doing their best to flip the field.
Yeah, that was actually a great kick. I mean, turned the field over a little bit. From a high school level, that's a great punt.
Well, we just weren't quite sure what we would see with punts. You know, Sam Gregg, we talked about it, was going to be the starting quarterback. He's out with injury, and he is good at that pooch punt.
Yeah,
from the spread.
Well, but here's the thing, though. We haven't had the ball in position to be able to do that. So, I mean, you're back that far, you're going to punt the ball. So, but good job by Ashton.
Fike fakes the handoff. He's going deep for Satania. Traylon McClure in defense. And Satania comes back. Another deep pass hauled in by the senior.
Traylon McClure is right there. I mean, again, a good throw, great catch. There's just nothing you can do about that. You know, Traylon had him right there. Just got to make a play on the ball.
Bulldogs hurry to the line. Fike out to the right side. Gets it out to number 12. He's got some space. He is taken out of bounds by Ashton Waller. Hard hit from the senior.
Yeah, you can't. I'm not sure that you can continue on to play when your helmet comes off. So we'll see what the call is here. We have flags down.
Well, did it come off after he made the catch?
And well, it was not him. It was the lineman.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
In front of him,
yeah.
Blocking.
Yeah, blocking. It came off, and so the question is, I guess, is he continued with the play, and you really are not supposed to do that. Now, I don't know if that's a penalty or if that's a dead ball at that spot. What's the? Oh, maybe it's a face mask on our side.
May or may not have been why the helmet came off.
Defense, number 5. Half the distance to the goal.
They will call that on Mo Freeman.
Yeah, the referee was telling Coach Fimple it looks like that's the reason why his helmet came off, was he had grabbed the face mask.
That's going to make it 1st and goal from the 2. Caden Turner back in. They go with the hard count.
I think they may have gotten us that time.
Snap. Defense off the sides. Half the distance goal.
That'll move it up 1 more yard. Looks like they will keep Turner on the field. This is like their version of the Rhino we used to see from your Wampus Cats. Turner keeps it up the middle, bounces off a defender, gets to his left. I haven't seen a call yet for a score.
I think he was down.
And we've got a Wampus Cat down near side.
I can tell that's not Duncan.
I think it's DeMarco McKenzie, Jr. He is still on the ground. It's just been an oppressively hot evening here in Fayetteville. Jacob Walton Connor, Brooke Mines hurrying out there to get a look at McKenzie. We'll go ahead and take a break. Be back with the action in 30 seconds here on Conway Court.
When you're looking for a new home in Conway, why not call on someone who knows the city better than anyone? Velda Luters with Coldwell Banker RPM Group. She has 25 years of experience and understands every aspect of the home buying and selling process. Buying a home can be stressful, but it doesn't have to be. Working with Velda is easy because she knows your needs are unique and she gives you the personalized service it takes to find your perfect home. She loves Conway High Sports and is a longtime supporter of the Conway Wampus Cats and Lady Cats. Find current listings at her website, veldaluters.com, or give her a call.
As we come back, DeMarco McKenzie walking off the field on his own accord. You see him there, number 98. Big guy getting up in the action. As we come back, 2nd and 1. Satania in the backfield now next to Turner. He takes it, rolling out to his left, cuts it back in, and he will score. It's the 3rd touchdown of the first half for Isaiah Satania.
Wow, I want to see it again. He got in, I guess. Traylon McClure was really begging his case there. Pop right at the goal line.
And just like that, 13, pending this PAT. 14 unanswered points from the Fayetteville Bulldogs, and they have the lead 28-17. 9:39 to go here in the first half. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Court.
Hi, I'm Kate McConnell from Smith Ford, a proud member of the Smith Ford family. As a mom, I'll help you find a vehicle that fits your family's needs. Whether you have 2 kids or 4, Smith Ford has the vehicle that's right for you. Ford has vehicles for all families. This F-150 has enough room for 3 car seats. Come experience Smith Ford's family customer service in Conway on exit 127.
Back live in Fayetteville, Conway stunned here in the end of the first quarter and now into the second quarter. They had the lead, now they trail 28-17. Lane Collins will fair catch it at the 25.
A lot of tough things happening in the last, actually since the start of the second quarter. It's been pretty tough going on both sides of the ball. We've made some good plays defensively, and Satania has just been too much. Offensively, they've figured us out on a couple of things. Again, I believe in Coach Kelly, and I know he's going to figure it out. We've got to figure out how to handle Caden Turner.
Trips to the left for Amulla. Passing the flats to Boogie Carr, and he's met quickly by number 16, Manny Powell. Transfer coming in at linebacker for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Razorback recruit. Looks the part.
Trips tight to the right, handoff to Boogie Carr, and there is a flag. They will blow that play dead. It's like movement again against your Wampus Cats. It's like the 5th time we've seen that here in the first half.
Yeah. Early season, a lot of new faces, some of the young guys, but it's also a little bit of just getting the cadence down right.
2nd and long. Amulla getting the pass out quickly to Boogie Carr. Boogie's got some space near side. He picks up a nice chunk there.
Got some of that back in a little.
We've got a Bulldog sitting down in the backfield. Just seen a lot of that tonight.
Could be a cramp. That looks like a cramp. Well, as we're kind of dealing with this situation, we want to say, I'd like to wish my best to Manny. He's no longer at the game. They've taken Manny, looks like, to the hospital. Looks to be heat related. I mean, that totally a guess, but if you are of a like mind, you pray for Manny, give him your best thoughts, hoping things go well there.
And it's a big loss for your Wampus Cats. The senior, so impressive in that first quarter.
Well, I mean, and again, this heat is really, and players, and I've seen this a lot here lately with even with our family. People deal with heat differently.
Yeah.
I mean, you do all the workouts, you do all the things, and your body just reacts to heat and the activity differently. And maybe Manny just got too hot, and that's what the deal is. So I'm hopeful that's what it is.
It's Jason Johnson. He's getting up off the field and walking off on his own accord. 3rd and 7 for your Wampus Cats. Can they convert? Trips to the right. Amulla has Rome Fields for the first down. And a flag in the backfield. Nicholas Childress lost his helmet. Was it a late hit?
Well, I think maybe this is going to be illegal hands to the face on the defense.
Against Childress.
Yeah, against. That's what I think. I'm just watching the referee, and he's making a motion like underneath the chin. I'm hoping that's what that is.
Looks to be a first down either way for your Wampus Cats.
It could be an add-on.
Yeah, tack some on here, and it does look that way indeed. So 15 yards from the result of the play.
There we go.
So it was a big 3rd down pass from Amulla to Rome Fields.
Nice. And listen, again, a great pass. I mean,
yeah.
you're seeing those flashes from Donovan where it looks a little bit rushed, and then there's a play like that where he drops it in the middle of the zone.
Malo looks to his left, back over to the right. He's going to use his legs, finds Clay Fisher. What a pass. Well defended. Fisher hauls it in. Another first down for your Wampus Cats.
I mean, not only was that just an unbelievable throw, but Clay Fisher literally with a guy flying in front of him with a catch. Great throw and catch.
1st and 10 at the 26. Handoff to Boogie Carr. Boogie's got space. Boogie, 26 yards for the score.
That's what the doctor ordered right there. A really, really solid drive. We had to overcome some adversity early, had a penalty go against us, but then you made all the plays down the field, good chunks, gave your defense a chance to rest. Great run by Boogie Carr.
Conway looking to cut the lead to 4 with the PAT. Trey Roberts, the hold, kick, and it's good. 28-24, Conway cutting the lead here in the second quarter. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway court.
Hi, I'm Kate McConnell from Smith Ford, a proud member of the Smith Ford family. As a mom, I'll help you find a vehicle that fits your family's needs. Whether you have 2 kids or 4, Smith Ford has the vehicle that's right for you. Ford has vehicles for all families. This F-150 has enough room for 3 car seats. Come experience Smith Ford's family customer service in Conway on exit 127.
The Wampus Cats taking a few haymakers here in the second quarter. They respond with a scoring drive of their own. Cut the lead to 4. 28-24, a lot of offense happening here in Fayetteville. Mejia been showing off the power he's built in his leg over the summer.
He just looks like a different player.
Started as a freshman.
There you go, good pop kick.
That one will be received at the 9. Fayetteville will start this drive near the 25.
Great open field tackle by Maurice Freeman. I mean, the guy popped it up, and a lot of times there, you're a little bit scattered in your coverage. You depend upon some real good one-on-one plays, and Mo Freeman really took it out there.
Time for the defense to get a stop here. Fayetteville will have trips to the near side. Fike.
Yeah,
there's going to be a hold on Duncan. So that one is coming back as Fike has nowhere to go.
Yeah, what's interesting is if I look across the field here and I watch the play come this way, once the quarterback makes a decision here, it's really this half of the field for the play. But on the top of the screen, Satania and Troy Wiseman, it was a man-on-man coverage. I mean, we've had all these issues, and you're still entrusting Troy with that, and I believe in Troy. Troy's a great cover corner, and he has a huge challenge tonight. Here's the thing: he will not face a better wide receiver all year long than tonight.
Definitely not. Well, except maybe in practice.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. He gets plenty of work out.
Oh wow,
that's even worse.
Yeah. That is going to march them back. They're going to set the ball at what, the 12?
12, yeah.
So first and really long here for Fayetteville. Satania on a drag route. It's defended well, but he slips away. So many Wampus Cats getting hands on him. They finally get him down. Ashton Waller and Mo Freeman.
Yeah, and Trey Roberts got really, really held up there as he was trying to make the play, and it looked like the linesman was about to pull out the flag, but he didn't do it. But he got about 8 or 9 yards just by himself, just working through people. So, man, he's just tough.
Nice pick up there on first down. It's going to bring up 2nd and 12.
Yeah, still behind the sticks.
Prock bringing pressure up the middle. Prock gets Fike. It's going to be real close to the line of scrimmage. I think that will be a sack.
Yeah. Ashton Waller getting in there as well. I mean, Prock just absolutely chewed him up. Took a great read off of his block. Played it straight up, moved into the pocket, and made the play. And there are a lot of there's a lot of chippy things going on in the huddle. I love football, but boy, it's got to clean up a little bit.
Duncan and Prock doing a little stunt there, and Prock picking up the sack. 3rd and 13. Fike looking for Blackburn. Quadrell Wilson all up in his business.
Q had that one covered up very well. Very, very good coverage by Q there.
And the defense gets a stop.
Yeah, nicely done.
Momentum moving back to your Wampus Cats. 6:43 left to play in the first half. Wes Boudreaux back to take in the punt from Satania.
Got to keep your eyes on. I know it should be a punt. 95% of it's going to be that. You got to keep your eye on him.
He will punt it away. Wes Boudreaux hauls it in. That was fair caught at the 43. Some good starting field position here for your Wampus Cats.
I'm sorry, I was laughing. I was watching Q, and I have to get a number on him, number 7. Palmer. They were the play is at our own 42.
Getting chatty?
They were on the ground going at it at about the Fayetteville 15.
Okay. One of those, huh?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I'm not giving that up.
Amala. Wes Boudreaux in motion. They'll hand it off to Lala.
Yeah, Stuckenberry coming on off of the edge. And again, that's where they're making a lot of their plays, is off the edge. And so they force us into the middle where they can make the tackle, but boy, they are trouble off the edge right now. Caden Turner lined up again out there.
Mala rolling out to his left. Finds Rome Fields on the comeback. First down, Wampus Cats. The sophomore keeping the play alive with his feet.
See, that's 2 plays. I mean, that play broke down early, and Amala just kept working to the boundary. Rome Fields did a great job of coming back to his quarterback. And again, this is a first-year receiver. And he played a little bit of receiver in JV, mostly defensive back, but he really, really helped his quarterback out there.
It's Jason Johnson back on the field again.
Another cramp.
Another cramp. You're seeing the effects of the heat tonight here in the opening game for both squads. It's one of the unfortunate side effects, I guess, of week 0 is you're playing a little bit earlier, playing in August now.
I wouldn't mind shifting things out of it. I love football, and I want it to start as soon as it can, but 90 degrees, I don't care where you are, whether you're in Fayetteville or Conway, it's tough.
And it's tough for all of us. Our crew enduring as well. Our camera people out in the heat. Everyone, the broadcast booth here tonight on the visiting side is not.
It's not chilly.
It is no AC where we are. So big props to our crew making it happen, getting the broadcast back home to you wherever you're watching. If you're watching on channels 5 and 585 on Conway Corp or watching live on YouTube.
Well, you know, I'm a 56-year-old guy, been in Conway my whole life, and I've got a lot of friends in Conway. Some of them will stay unnamed. But a lot of them have my cell phone number, and they love to let me know what's going on on the couch.
Gotcha.
In the AC. I'm not calling anybody out except Joe Harrison.
Okay.
So, Joe, thanks for your text.
As we get back to action here, it'll be 1st and 10 at the 42. Amala trips to the right.
Yeah.
And Caden Turner trying to blow that up. Amala gets away from it. He was in the grips of the senior linebacker. He somehow gets away. It still will be a short loss for your Wampus Cats, but it could have been a lot worse.
Well, he ran right from the grips of Caden Turner into Manny Powell.
Amala looking deep over the middle for Wes Boudreaux. He's got him. First down. Wampus Cats ball down at the 20.
Perfectly placed by Donovan. And I've noticed this. He does a little football flip when he gets the snap.
Yeah.
I love that. That's a little bit.
Little flare.
Yeah, a little flare. He's getting it where he likes it. But great throw. Donovan made a great throw to West coming across the middle.
Rolling to his right. Rome Fields on the far side. Comeback catch for Fields.
Nicely done right there on the boundary. Good throw. He was wide open. They played off of him. He came in and took a stab down the field and turned it right back.
Handoff to Lala. Lala getting picked up and dropped. No flag coming in there. Looked reminiscent of a play we may have seen a year ago.
Yeah, but Lala wasn't going to have him yet. He wouldn't.
No.
That didn't phase. And that was Manny Powell. He was like, okay, let's go again. They'll meet again.
3rd and 3, ball on the 13. Trips to the left. Amala keeps it. Good block from Boogie Carr. Amala just trying to keep it alive, and I think they're going to get him for intentional grounding. Tough break for your Wampus Cats here.
Yeah, that's sophomore trying to make a play, and now he the thing about it is, and I get it, there are two options there. You're going to take a sack, or that's going to happen. So, it's still a loss of a down.
4th down, and it will back it up. Kind of no man's land for your Wampus Cats here as they'll keep the offense on the field. 2 receivers to each side. Mickens and Fisher near side, Boudreaux and Fields far side. Amala set up the screen for Boogie Carr. Boogie can't get away from Manny Powell. Turnover on downs for your Wampus Cats.
Yeah, a lot of good things going on there, and then one play that really kind of, stopped it. I mean, there was really nothing going to happen after that. You're 4th and forever. That was a safe play. You might pop that, but there was no way that you're going to have a chance to hang back there, sit in the pocket, and try to drive a ball, 20 yards down the field.
So Fayetteville will start this drive from the 36. 4:48 to play here in the half. We've seen they can score quickly. They find Blackburn on the quick pass inside. He makes Trey Roberts miss. Quadrell Wilson getting a big tackle there, keeping the yardage from getting any worse.
Yeah, that was well done by Fayetteville. It was well drawn up. It was we did not have it covered exactly right, and they had plenty of purple out there in front of him.
Moves the ball to the other side of the field at the 45. And Conway drawn off sides.
Yeah.
DeMarco McKenzie getting caught.
Well, there's been a lot. I mean, it's a lifetime of learning lessons in this first half. I mean, it has been almost nothing but lessons learned.
Feels like we've played 3 games already.
Yeah, this has been, I mean, I love football. It's been a long half, though. Still 4 minutes to go.
That'll move it to the 40. Fike taking his time. Set up the screen on the left side to Setzer. He gets a nice gain. Call it 9.
I guess they have the play clock is not operational.
Yeah, we're not seeing it now on either side.
Yeah, so they'll be watching it on the field, I'm guessing.
Officials will be keeping the play clock.
they have a physical motion with their arm that they make for the quarterback to see when it's about to wind down, and you'll see them work a little bit of clock here.
Fike fakes to Espino, quick pass out to Satania, and he's going to pick up the first down.
It's just hard to cover that quick. I mean, you can't let him blow by you, so you have to play off a little bit when you're in the kind of that kind of coverage, and so that's 5 yards. If you complete the pass, it's 5 yards.
Clock stopped at 3:21. Fayetteville taking their time. Tyler Reed in the backfield. And they hand off to Espino. Big chunky yards gained right up the middle. Did the ball come out?
No, that was a football. That was a helmet.
There's a flag on the field.
They're going to get us for, I think, for a personal foul or illegal hands to the face.
I've seen that a couple times on both sides of the ball tonight.
So I mean, and the thing about it is, and you know, first game of the year, a lot of things going on. It's a lot of intensity, and the heat will do you in. You get a little frustrated, and things happen, and that's both sides of the ball. I'm not even saying that about Fayetteville or Conway. That's both sides of the ball.
Well, either way, it's going to be a first down.
Personal foul, defense, number 59, half the distance to the goal.
We'll call that against Proc, and it'll be half the distance to the goal.
That's good for another Fayetteville Bulldog.
And that will get the ball set down at the 8.
Yeah.
Empty backfield for Fike. Pressure coming up. Escapes Proc. And he finds a receiver in the back of the end zone. Hayes Robinson. Fike keeping the play alive with his feet. Escaping the grasp of Proc. Putting 6 more on the board.
Yeah, he got inside Trey Roberts, and they worked back toward the middle of the field. Trey had him covered initially, and then as he worked back toward the middle of the field, got a little gap there, and he was able to put it on him.
We have a marathon tonight here at Harmon Field. Extra point is up and good. 35-24. Fayetteville on top, 2:57 to play. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Court.
When you're looking for a new home in Conway, why not call on someone who knows the city better than anyone? Velda Luters with Coldwell Banker RPM Group. She has 25 years of experience and understands every aspect of the home buying and selling process. Buying a home can be stressful, but it doesn't have to be. Working with Velda is easy because she knows your needs are unique and she gives you the personalized service it takes to find your perfect home. She loves Conway High Sports and is a longtime supporter of the Conway Wampus Cats and Lady Cats. Find current listings at her website, veldaluters.com, or give her a call.
Back live here in Fayetteville. It has been quite the first half. 59 combined points between these two offenses. And your Wampus Cats still with time to add to that. Lane Collins hauls it in at the 25.
And just under 3 minutes to go. So, and again, it's the thing I love about this offense is, what, are we going to hurry up more? Yeah,
right.
I mean,
You're going to go faster?
Yeah, you're going to faster. This is how we play. So it absolutely changes nothing. And so what we don't want to do, though, is we don't want to give them the ball with enough time. So we need to get a couple of first downs here at the very least.
Donovan Amala, 13 of 19 for 189 here in his first start on the road. Over the middle for Wes Boudreaux. Wes has got space. Takes it down near the 45. Conway rolling.
Yeah, that's a great route by Wes Boudreaux. Really quick off the line of scrimmage. His speed I mean, they're going to have trouble with him if that's the way they're going to play him.
They'll place it at the 44. Hand off to Boogie Carr. Boogie makes a nice cut in the middle. Small gain of 3.
I mean, they don't want to risk, and given our quarterback situation, the depth, they're not going to risk Donovan too many times, but that's about to happen where we're going to pull that out and roll it with the quarterback.
Lala Smith checking in.
Yeah.
In the backfield. He blocks Turner. And
Great
Amala finds Fisher, or is that Mickens?
Mickens.
TJ Mickens, his first catch tonight.
Yeah, TJ Mickens, what a great catch. Tapped his feet on the sidelines, made a tough over-the-shoulder catch. Great catch by TJ Mickens.
Another first down for Conway. Hand off to Lala. Lala bouncing it out to his left. Nice game.
Lala was dominant at the junior varsity level last year and really didn't get a chance to play much at this level. He can go.
2nd and 5. Conway moving quickly. Amala going deep for Rome Fields. And that ball almost picked off. Rome coming in from behind and knocking it away.
Yeah, so he's played a lot of cornerback in his life.
You can
he
tell.
Had to play it there. Yeah, he had to play it there.
Bring up 3rd and 5. Ball at the 37, trips to the right. Find Boogie Carr out in the flats. Boogie trying to make a move, and he is held up. I'm going to say no gain on that one. 4th down coming up for your Wampus Cats.
1:45 to go.
Look to the sideline, get the call from Coach Kelly.
Yeah, he's gonna waste a little bit of time here, not much.
I'll hand it off to Boogie Carr, and he is stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Turnover on down again for your Wampus Cats.
Yeah, that's you didn't want to make a dangerous play there, but minute 23 at the 37-yard lines. That's plenty of time for Fayetteville to make something happen. You're down 11 right now. It seems like we're down more than that, but we're only down 11. Let's don't get it to 18 before the start of the second half.
Fayetteville has outscored your Wampus Cats 21-7 here in the second quarter.
You got man coverage up on the top of the screen with Troy on Satania.
Fike has thrown for 250 and 2 scores. 1 interception. He'll hand it off here. Oh! Ball come out. It was on the floor. And the Wampus Cats get a hand on it. Fayetteville coming up with it.
Wow. Good stick in the interior. I didn't see who that was. They put a helmet right on the ball. Almost a break for the Wampus Cats.
Be 2nd and 5 for Fayetteville. Clock ticking, 53 and going. Satania out at the far side. Fike will hand it off again here to Setzer. The Bulldogs seem content to maybe run this thing out. It's going to be 3rd and short. 25 seconds, clock still ticking. Maybe they go deep here.
Well, and possibly, yeah, that's a good call, Levi. Or they've, as much as they scored, they've had about 5 balls that could have gone the other direction. So it could be that they're just going to let this thing go.
Yeah, under 7 to play, and they are walking off, and that's going to do it. I'm kind of surprised here in the first half. A lot of offense on both sides. The Bulldogs leading 35-24. I think we all need to catch our breath here. Wow. We're at halftime here at Harmon Field in Fayetteville. And we'll be back with the Conway Regional Health System halftime show after this 60-second break on Conway Court.
It began in 1997 with one goal, community first. It grew, reaching farther and farther across the state of Arkansas. Now, we're on the move again, ready to show our commitment to the people of Conway. Ready to continue the effort to revitalize our downtown with a state-of-the-art banking facility. Ready to live out our firm belief that community is everywhere. And now, community is here.
Okay, let's go fix it.
Back live in Fayetteville, your Wampus Cats trailing at the half, 35-24. Time now for the Conway Regional Health System halftime show. You'll hear a student report from Dallas DeSoni, and you'll get a chance to hear our senior spotlight again with Manny Smith. And unfortunately, Manny out of the game tonight, but another chance for you to hear from him here. Just a great kid. That's coming up next right after this break.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. So when you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we are not just growing, we're growing together.
The Conway Regional Health System pregame show continues now. It's our senior spotlight, and it is a young man who we have watched play since he was a sophomore spotlight. He's now a senior spotlight. It is senior wide receiver for the Wampus Cats, Manny Smith. Manny, let's talk about football for a little bit, of course. We know what your future is. We're excited about this year and beyond. But tell us about how it started for you. Who have you played with along the way, and what were your earliest memories of the game?
Who I played with for a long time was Bryce. I've always looked up to Bryce. He's like always been a role model. Like, not never competed with him, but like always like tried to get on his level. And let me think of somebody else. Probably my brother Shane. He's always pushed me to go harder. He's never told me I was good, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna make you tell me it's a good game.
Manny, what are your goals for the team? I know you probably have personal goals. You have all that stuff lined out. What are your goals for this team this year?
The overall goal is to go 14-0, walk off a War Memorial. But individual goals, I want our goals for offense to put like 50 on everybody. Defense, I don't want nobody scoring us. And I just got for individual goals I just want us to come together as a team more and be one, be a family. So we're getting there, but when season starts, I think we'll be way better.
Manny, Coach Fimple has described you as a leader for this team. How do you approach that leadership title, and what are the things that you do that you're focused on to help be a leader for the team?
I try to point them in the right direction. I don't always try to tell them what to do, but lead by example. So if you see me doing this, you can probably help you. It can help you, so you should do it too. Or maybe I just tell them small stuff that probably they wouldn't think of all the time. By something that doesn't have nothing to do with football, bro. Get to class on time. They don't think about that all the time, but getting to class on time versus if say we got a player that's not getting on class on time and another one it is, the sophomore, he's gonna play because he's more responsible. So I tell them small stuff like that. You gotta pay attention to that.
Manny, this might come as a surprise to you, but the three guys you're talking to here don't have your elite speed, and we haven't ever been in a situation where we're being handed the ball or thrown the ball, and then we have to make a decision when you've got 7A defenders coming at you. Talk us through that. What is it like? You get the pass in the flat, you turn your shoulders upfield. What are you looking for? What space are you looking for in that moment?
I'm just trying to bait him one way. So as soon as he takes the wrong step, you might as well run to the sideline.
and hey, let's be honest. You've been doing that since that El Dorado game.
Yes,
that very first game is you as a sophomore. We watched the highlights back just recently. So that's something that you were taught early. Or is it something that you're born with?
It's something I was taught.
Who taught you that?
I used to go in the backyard and play with my brothers and a dog, and the dog used to come try to bite me. You had to get away from him, get to the side, had to avoid him.
Well, I'm glad that you got past the dog and your brothers and everybody else. It has been a thrill to watch you play, and From a real selfish perspective, with my role at UCA football, I am so excited to see you on the stripes in the future. And so we will have bear claws up. So we will get through this season. Then we'll get to that. There is a lot to accomplish in this senior year, and we're thrilled to watch you play. So good luck the rest of the way, and thanks for being with us, Manny.
Thank you.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your health care needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. So when you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we are not just growing, we're growing together.
August is National Water Quality Month, and as the official website says, National Water Quality Month is dedicated to making the most of the relatively small amount of fresh water we have, because having clean water is vital to our individual health, our collective agricultural needs, and the needs of our environment. And at Conway Corp, we take our job to provide you with clean, safe water very seriously. Our team at Brewer Lake, which is our water source, and at the Roger Q. Mills Water Treatment Plant are dedicated to getting that water to your home every day. At Brewer Lake, we add activated carbon that is used to absorb natural organic compounds, taste and odor compounds, and synthetic organic chemicals in drinking water treatment. Last year, we added timber management practices to help stabilize the lake banks, including planting more than 3,000 bald cypress trees. At the Roger Q. Mills Water Treatment Plant, our team works around the clock conducting multiple daily tests and gathering 61 bacteriological samples that are sent to the Arkansas Department of Health each month to be tested. In addition to the work we do, you can take steps in your own home also. And the website for the National Water Quality Month has some great tips. Just visit the address on your screen to learn more.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your health care needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. So when you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we are not just growing, we're growing together.
The Conway Whiteside football team kicks off their season this week, hosting Little Rock Central in an early conference matchup to start off the year. A key issue facing this year's Whiteside squad is the team's lack of depth. With only 24 ninth graders playing on this year's squad, the team's calling up 10 eighth graders to come up and play key minutes for this year's team. The team will also have 7 of its starters play on both sides of the football. The lack of depth will be felt most up front, with several offensive linemen rotating into defensive tackle positions. The Whiteside offense will be led by its running game, by its rushing attack this year, featuring a duo of quality running backs in the backfield. In the passing game, R.J. Chapman looks to make a big impact at wide receiver. The team faces a unique challenge this week as scorching temperatures across the state have prevented the team from being able to practice. This, along with the lack of game film on their opponent, will serve as a challenge for the Whiteside coaching staff to have their team as prepared as possible, despite the lack of practice and knowledge on their opponent.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your health care needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. So when you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we are not just growing, we're growing together.
Bob and Betty Courtway Middle School, Caitlin Riles.
Congratulations to Caitlin Riles, who was recently recognized as the 2021 Conway Corp Teacher of the Year in the Conway Public School System. Riles, a math teacher at Bob and Betty Courtway Middle School, was presented a $2,000 reward. In 2013, Conway Corp pledged a $440,000 gift over 4 years to endow the award and to support teacher impact grants that are presented by the Conway Public School Foundation. Best of luck to Caitlin and all faculty and students on the start of the new school year from all of us at Conway Corp.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. So when you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we are not just growing, we're growing together.
At Conway Corp, we're always looking for innovative ways to serve you. And the latest is an online outage map that shows disruptions in power. This map was developed by our GIS engineering and technology teams as a way for customers to stay up to date during emergency and non-emergency situations. To use the map, click on the red icon to see a list of streets with current outages in the city. And you'll find a link to the map at conwaycorp.com/outage.
Would have been second down and 5, instead first and 10. That's Hillis. Hillis fights his way over the right side across midfield. Hillis across the 40, to the 30, to the 20. Peyton Hillis, touchdown!
First and 10 at the 35-yard line. Ball on the near side. Edwards rolls right, looks and throws. He's got Stephen Moore. Touchdown! Inside the goal line. Touchdown!
The West Coast Wing T is back.
Crenshaw, the little guy, gets around the right side. Eric Crenshaw still on his feet. Crenshaw with one man to beat, and he will. Eric Crenshaw scores from 82 yards out. No score with 3:32 to play in the first half. Cooper looks to run, still on his feet. Casey Cooper will score, showing some great moves. Casey Cooper on the keeper.
Casey steps up, throws into the end zone.
He's got him.
Touchdown!
Luke
Pruitt makes his second touchdown reception of the night.
And that's who they're looking for.
And Lester Robertson is going to score. They watch for number 3. They hand off to number 7, and from 8 yards out, Lester Robertson scores. And the Wampus Cats extend the lead out to 13-6.
For the win. Good snap. Good hold. And the Wampus Cats!
They have beaten the undefeated Cyclones. What a win for this Wampus Cat team.
5 wideouts, 3 to the near side, 2 to the far.
Cal Cagney Ryder out on the right.
17 seconds to play. Ackland looking for someone to throw to. Throws downfield for Tristan Eddings.
He's got Eddings.
Tristan Eddings made the catch! Tristan Eddings made the catch! Tristan Eddings made the catch!
Wow, what a throw, Jeff.
And that's one of the things I think that'll make this Conway team dangerous as the season goes on and even into playoff time, is that they can run the ball. It's not just a one-dimensional pass offense. Now they can throw the ball just like that with another touchdown pass. Jalen Jones in the end zone.
That's a touchdown.
Cats looking to extend this lead. They lead by 3 now. Irby's got one of these tonight. He's got 2 of them tonight. Cordarius Irby from a yard out, and the Cats lead 16-7.
What a beautiful drive by the Wampus Cats.
First and 10, under 6 minutes to play in the first half. Again, Anderson. Jeff Anderson into the end zone. Anderson, a 23-yard touchdown run for the Wampus Cats. Second down and 4.
See if they go to Chimura here. Yep.
They will. Kevin Chimura.
All right. Good call. Go to Chimura. He has been the bread and butter all year.
Second down and 7. Still on the ground. Odom. Left side. There is room. Mark Odom in the end zone. 16-yard touchdown run for Mark Odom, and the Wampus Cats strike first. Paul Dale behind Braylon Smith. He'll get the handoff. Dale. McCall Dale to the 30. McCall Dale to the 20.
Look at the quickness. Zigzagging.
McCall Dale. Touchdown, Wampus Cats. John Fogelman is their coach. He kicks off to Marquise Pleasant. Marquise Pleasant will go the distance. No flags on the field.
Does a great job.
Third down and 10. Jarrett will roll.
Pressured! Fumble! Fumble! Will Kennedy! Will Kennedy!
Kerry McLean looking for the end zone. Kerry McLean is in. Touchdown, Wampus Cats. 1st and 10, Wampus Cats. Looking to break this tie. That's Manny Smith. Come on, Manny Smith. First touchdown of what I bet is a whole bunch of them for that kid. Manny Smith, touchdown, 52 yards for the Wampus Cats.
All gas and no brakes. Yeah, other than that big touchdown run back in the first quarter, Catholic not having a ton of success moving the ball. Bowman looking over the middle of the field, and it's picked off by Traylon McClure. Traylon taking it to the house.
When our coworkers are in the buckets or on utility poles or working on a water main break or any of the other jobs that puts their office on the streets of Conway, we want them to return to their families safely when the work is finished. And we need your help every day to make that happen. Help us by paying attention in areas defined as work zones. Here are just a few tips to help. First, watch your speed and slow down in work zones. Also, keep 2 car lengths between you and the car ahead of you so you don't tailgate. Also, keep a safe distance between your vehicle and our workers and their equipment. And dedicate your full attention to the road. Stay alert and minimize distractions. Pay attention to the warning signs. They are there to help you and our workers. At Conway Corp, we're always looking for innovative ways to serve you. And the latest is an online outage map that shows disruptions in power. This map was developed by our GIS engineering and technology teams as a way for customers to stay up to date during emergency and non-emergency situations. To use the map, click on the red icon to see a list of streets with current outages in the city. And you'll find a link to the map at conwaycorp.com/outage.
Back live at halftime here in Fayetteville. Wampus Cats trailing 35-24. We'll take a quick look here at the first half stats. The Wampus Cats putting up some big offensive numbers, 146 yards rushing, 219 passing from the sophomore. Total offense pretty even, just 1 turnover in the game. That committed by Bladen Fike, the interception from Quadrell Wilson. Manny Smith, 3 carries for 96 yards and 2 scores in the first quarter. And he went out with what seemed to be heat-related injuries. Boogie Carr, 11 carries for 40 yards in the score. And the sophomore, Donovan Amala, 16 for 23 for 219 yards, no turnovers.
You know, so that you would look at that number and go, great, first start, that's just how it goes. The unfortunate part is, and what you can't see there necessarily in the stats because we look fairly even, we're only down 11, okay, so it's not the world, but we've let them have some big plays, and when I say let them, Satania has made just some outstanding plays. And other than the bust on the first play from scrimmage for 80 yards, which is part of that, then you know, the rest of the game is just, you know, great plays by Satania.
Yeah. That's going to do it for the Conway Regional Health System halftime show. The third quarter is next here on Conway Court.
When you bank with First Security, you're choosing real support for you and for our home state. So friends,
when you're looking for a new home in Conway, why not call on someone,
please, and fellow Arkansans, find better solutions together. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank
coming out
better.
On the field now,
and it's
30 seconds
when you bank with
left on the
First Security.
clock. Might see them add a little bit more time. I was trying to keep an eye on it earlier. I don't know if they've already added the more time. You know, you always see it at halftime.
Well, in you know, in this press box, you have to lean out to see the clocks.
Yeah,
so
if you're here live, you know, if you're in the visiting stands and you've looked up at any point and seen our heads just craning out of the windows, it's just how it is. It's just how it is.
It's the only way to see the 20s from the 20s into the goal line and the clocks. So yeah, so when you look back on the first half, again, it feels like we are down more than 11, and Some of that's because they just really, it's just been these big, huge chunk plays. But right now, it's an 11-point ball game. We've been down like this before. Here's the difference is you don't have a senior quarterback trying to lead you. You've got a sophomore that's trying to learn the game, and he's making all the right plays. I mean, no turnovers, and he's made some great plays happen, great throws. Oh my gosh! But the problem is that the playbook is not really as expansive as it is with a senior kind of a quarterback. So we've got to work with what we've got. If we can figure out a way, quite frankly, to keep Caden Turner and Manny Powell and the guys off of the edge, we will get in a better spot. But we've got to control that edge rush.
Yeah, total offense for Fayetteville, 148 yards rushing, 250 yards passing. Look at these numbers though for Isaiah Satania. 2 carries, 81 yards, 2 scores. And he has had 6 receptions for 145 and a score. He has just been huge for them on offense, and we knew that coming in. Oh, yeah. That was one of Tim's 3 things.
Well, if you look at, so let's look back at the 3 things real quickly. I mean, you wanted to protect Amola, and so we have done a decent job there. But a couple of plays, we got some guys in his face, and it didn't happen that great. But I think overall, I give us a B on that. Contained Satania. Okay, we haven't had, but really, I mean, I'm lost on that a little bit because the two of the big passes he caught were jump balls, and he out jumped our guy. Okay, but
and our defender's right there.
No, right there, yeah. and you have one busted run. That sounds like a lot of excuses, and okay, that's right, it is. But it's because he still did what he did. Great player, and he finds a way to make things happen. We've just got to control that, and then we won the turnover battle, 1-0, but we could have had about 3 or 4 more. You got to get to Fike off the edge. You got to control his heat. Late in the second half, he really started to run the ball well. He would release more quickly. He didn't sit back in the pocket and try to figure it out. He would break and run, so we got to control that as well.
We are about 20 seconds away from the start of the second half. Some wild offensive numbers in that first half for both teams. These teams combined for 59 points in the first half. It could be a late night here in Fayetteville if the second half is anything like the first.
It felt like a long first half, did it not?
It did, yeah.
It really did. Some of that was a little bit of worry. We were watching Manny through some of the first half. Getting some attendance from Brooke and Jacob, and actually there were several trainers out there. So again, we're really hopeful for Manny to be okay. Getting some unofficial words that things may be okay, but we don't have anything official, so we can't say. But our prayers and good thoughts going Manny's way.
Yeah, like you said, hearing good things, but nothing confirmed yet.
Yeah.
But if we can confirm that at some point, we certainly will. Your Wampus Cats will be kicking away to begin the second half. Going to be a big first possession for Fayetteville. Going to need the defense to step up in a big way. Mejia, sophomore kicker. He has been great tonight.
Wow.
He has put several balls in the end zone on kickoffs. So special teams has been on point. The offense has had its moments, and the defense has had its moments too. We'll see what adjustments they made as the second half is underway. Satania dropped at the 25. That's where the Bulldogs will take over.
That's as he caught the ball, I was like, well, that's not exactly how you wanted to start that. But last year, I think one of the better special teams players we had on the kickoff was Troy Wiseman. I mean, he just seemed to make play after play, and he made an open field tackle with Satania. That is just a great play in this play.
Seeing a lot of that out of these seniors that are playing on defense or offense, but also contributing on special teams. The Bulldogs will start this with a handoff to Espino. He's wrapped up right near the line.
Yeah, that was a good play. Interior defense really stayed at home. You had Quay stuck it in there. making a good play, good push.
DeMarco McKenzie getting in there as well.
That's just a little nibble. I mean, you're going to see probably more of that if they keep the lead, but this ball is going to go to Satania at some point.
Fike getting the ball out quick over to Blackburn. Quadrell Wilson, the nice sound tackle. And that will be good enough for a first down.
Yeah, that's a good tough tackle. He landed straight on his back, and it's Blackburn, and he going to come out. Now he got the first down, but that's a message right there. I mean, if you're gonna play, make sure that you know that you are there, and you got him.
Hearing that we're having some issues with the stream, please bear with us. We are facing some insane heat. They get the screen pass out to Setzer, and he gets a big gain past the 50.
Wow.
Late flag coming in as things
and
getting chippy.
And then another one. So that's two separate issues right there. There's one on the sidelines and one in the field.
Frustrations bubbling over. It's been a hot night, literally and metaphorically.
Yeah, this is gonna have to go both ways at the very least.
Should offset.
It looked like a block downfield, and a lot of times what happens is you get a block down the field and it gets a little away from you a little bit, but maybe not. I don't know.
Watching the responses, Javion Ware and Traylon McClure not seem happy about whatever the call is here. Fayetteville coach Casey Dick conferring. He doesn't seem happy either. Maybe we will see offsetting penalties here.
After the play is over, personal foul, face mask, defense.
Face mask.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness is defense.
And then an unnecessary roughness foul. So it looks like both penalties going against your Wampus Cats.
And I think they both count, so 30 yards worth of penalties.
Penalties have been brutal for Conway tonight. We've seen it a lot on the offense. A lot of offsides or early motion penalties. The defense has had its fair share as well, too.
Wow,
30
yards. Of
penalties 11 and 12 against your Wampus Cats tonight. Just 5 against Fayetteville. Fike will have an empty backfield here. Set up the screen to Blackburn. He cuts back inside. Ashton Waller there. Along with Duncan.
Yeah, it's a good gain of 5. That's a good play call. Got our guys really trying to fly to the ball, and when you do that, you can literally run right past the ball. And so screen passes are a good way to stop your pursuit and a high energy in the defensive line.
2nd and 6, ball at the 14. Fike steps back, moving out to his right. Pressure, and the sack. Who got it? Duncan? Duncan with the sack.
Nice swim move on the inside. Really worked his guy over, stayed with the play. You know, that's a great way to make Bladen think about what he's going to do in the pocket. I mean, when you get that kind of pressure, when you get a hit behind the line of scrimmage, then it makes things a little bit different. Now that's 3rd and
14.
Yeah.
2nd sack of the night for this Conway defense. 4 receivers for the Bulldogs. Fike looking left. And he found Satania.
Yeah.
That's enough for a first down.
So I just had a feeling that was going there, so I was watching it. I will tell you, that's a next level move that he made on Troy. It was inside, outside, had Troy completely going inside, and he just created his own space there. That was just a great route by Satania.
1st and goal coming up for Fayetteville, ball at the 7. Trips to the right. Fike going to his right. Conway defenders there. Number 12 comes down with the ball. I don't know how he caught it, but he hauled it in, and that is another touchdown for the Fayetteville Bulldogs.
Yeah, it was just kind of a jump ball, and he actually just made a great play on the ball. He had 2 Wampus Cats there and 2 Bulldogs there, and the Bulldog got it, so just a good play.
So Fayetteville on the first drive of the second half marched down the field 2 minutes and 56 seconds. And put 7 on the board, extending the lead 42-24. 9:04 to go, 30 seconds, and we're back on Conway Court.
When you bank with First Security, you're choosing real support for you and for our home state. So friends, families, and fellow Arkansans find better solutions together. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
Wampus Cats getting ready to receive after the score from Fayetteville. Wes Boudreaux, Boogie Carr back to receive the kickoff for your Wampus Cats. Pooch kick. Boudreaux coming up. He's going to bounce it out far side. Past the 35. Getting a few yards there. I think they'll spot it right at the 35.
Yeah, so with Manny out, you're going to have to lean on your other weapons now. And again, this is not a really good scenario, obviously, for the Wampus Cats. You'd like to have a lead at this point in the game so you could let Donovan learn as he goes. Now you got to start making some plays.
Trips to the left. They'll hand off to Boogie Carr. Boogie dancing around. He gets a nice little gain of a couple yards on first down.
So that if you look at the way that play laid out, we've seen that hesitation almost as an RPO move from Amala and with Boogie. But what's happened previously with Caden Turner flashing off the edge is that you're seeing that handoff happen quicker. No way Caden can get there in time, so he's literally trailing the play as he goes. So you should see that handoff and that decision happen more quickly and more positive yards out of it.
Another Bulldog on the field.
Is that Turner?
And that is Turner.
Yeah.
He's getting up. I'm telling you, the heat, it has been real here tonight in Fayetteville. For everyone here, fans, players, our crew has been facing it. Our equipment has been dealing with the heat. It has been a factor on all levels tonight. 2nd and 7. Pitch to Boogie Carr. Boogie finds a lane. Nice pickup. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Manageable down for your Wampus Cats.
Yeah, this is a better spot. We haven't seen 3rd and 2 in a while.
They get to the line quickly. Hand off to Boogie Carr again. He's fighting through traffic, gets a first down.
Great job by Boogie there, picking his way through, finding the spot. I mean, that's hard to do when you know you've only got 2 yards to get and you have that hesitation. That's a lot of confidence.
Rome Fields, Clay Fisher near side. Wes Boudreaux, TJ Mickens far side. Receivers for your Wampus Cats. Amala. Another handoff to Boogie Carr. He's doing all he can to gain some positive yards there. Maybe a gain of 1.
Yeah, I'm amazed that he got anything out of that. Manny Powell was in the backfield. Took a little bit too long to develop, and we were lucky.
Amala. They're going to call that a pass. I don't see any bags on the ground, so they're not calling it a fumble.
They haven't. Caden Turner's still working on some
Turner bringing the pressure on the sophomore. He made a move, looked like he was trying to get the ball out, but just kind of fell out.
Yeah, so, and it did look that way, and it maybe it was that way, but what happens is he's trying, at that point, he's trying to make the throw with someone hanging on him, and so grounding there gets a little bit difficult because he's just trying to make the throw. So they called it a forward pass.
That'll make it 3rd and 8 for the Cats. Ball at the 49. Empty backfield for the sophomore. Looks to Kelly. Gets the signal. Gets it out. Looking for Clay Fisher. Boogie Carr also in the area. But that will be incomplete. 4th and 8. Visiting crowd getting chirpy about something. Offense staying on the field. And Amala will step back for the pooch punt. Nobody back. Ball bounces at the 20. And it is recovered by Rome Fields. They're going to spot it at the 10.
Nicely done.
Nice
Good
outcome.
Tight spiral. That was nice.
Now we knew that we would see some of that out of Sam Gregg if he were starting.
Right.
We weren't sure about the sophomore, how comfortable he was with the pooch kick.
He almost took one of the coaches out in one of the practices, so it's a learning experience.
Well, hey, it was a good outcome there.
Yeah, it's a good kick.
It pins this Fayetteville Bulldog offense down inside the 10. We'll call it marked at the 10. Defense gonna have to get a stop here and give your offense a chance to keep pace. A handoff to Espino. He gets a good gain on 1st down.
Yeah, good shoestring tackle. I think that was Trey Robertson there to trip him up as he came to the line of scrimmage. That's the safety kind of coming in there and making a play. But what Trey saw there was, and that's what you like to see from your safety, making a play at the line of scrimmage is, it's a run, I'm coming up. He sold out and got to the running back.
2nd and 6. Fike gets it out quickly to Satania on the far side. Satania making a move. He'll pick up a 1st down. Go out of bounds. They'll call him out back at the 26. Enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, it's almost like, it's a safety blanket, and it's a really good safety blanket. You need a play. You got to make it happen. Number 1 is going to be the call.
First and 10 at the 26. Quick pass out to Blackburn in the flats. Quadrell Wilson trying to step up. Blackburn just making people miss, cutting back across the field. And he'll pick up another 1st down.
A great open field move by Blackburn there. He was really kind of surrounded. He had one blocker in front of him, and he really made a good play into the middle of the field. Just a great individual effort.
Mark it at the 47. And Fayetteville just having no trouble moving the ball tonight. This defense has been on the field a lot.
Yeah.
Conway showing blitz. They'll step back. First chance to see Grayson Allen in the middle tonight. Grayson coming in on the blitz. A handoff to Espino. And Ashton Waller stepping up to make the play.
Yeah, good, solid tackle by Ashton. Ashton's kind of moved into a different role on the defensive side, playing a little bit of linebacker, playing some safety. Can really do.
Punting it?
Yeah, can just do anything, really.
Very close to getting an interception back in the 1st quarter. Conway has gotten 1 interception tonight. 2nd and 9, 5:30. I'm counting.
This looks like something that would go to Satania on these doubles.
Fike. Pressure rolling out to his left. And he is going deep for Satania. Traylon McClure making a good play on the ball.
Yeah. Play took too long there. They were going to Satania, but it went all the way to the boundary. Great job by the defensive line, really forcing him to move opposite of his throwing hand. That's a tough play down the field, and Traylon had it covered up anyway.
3rd and 9. Defense needing to get a stop here. Fike. They set up the screen. The ball is loose, picked up by Ashton Waller. Ashton, near side, going out of bounds near the 43. Fayetteville getting the first down, but forcing Setzer to put it on the turf. Waller cleaning it up.
Ashton is fairly excitable young man. Great play by Ashton. Couldn't see, did you see who caused the fumble?
I didn't see who made the hit.
Yeah.
Whoever it was,
wow.
Hero move there.
Yeah.
Keeping the hopes alive.
That had danger written all over it. Great play by the defense, making something happen. Good job by Ashton picking it up, getting a few more yards.
Amala rolling out. Finds Boogie Carr. Boogie makes a man miss. He'll go out near the 43.
Great job. Donovan thought about running. He had so much space in front of him. He created his own space, but then made the great call to just keep the ball and throw it.
Well, that's what's so exciting about him is his legs and his ability to extend plays and to give his receivers time to make a change.
Yeah, he's growing up a lot in this game.
Hand off to Boogie Carr. Boogie making a move. He gets the first down near the 35.
He won't get credit for much there on the run. I mean, it was really a good run of 9 yards, but the stiff arm at the end had to feel really good. That was a great stiff arm.
He did not pick up the first down. 2nd and short. Amala finds Clay Fisher over the middle, and that will pick up the first down.
Nice, great catch by Clay Fisher in traffic. The guy was all over him, and he made the catch. That's a couple of really good catches tonight by Clay.
Ball at the 25, Conway moving. They bring in the doubles tight. Hand off to Boogie. Boogie just trying to get back to that line of scrimmage. No gain.
Yeah, play took it's one of those that took a little too long, and Caden Turner made the play, but he's coming out again. Just is dealing with cramps all night.
It has been a factor for sure. Quick out to Wes Boudreaux. He makes a man miss, and he is going to pick up a first down on the far side. What a move.
Yeah, and a great block by T.J. Mickens. I mean, literally sprung it loose.
They'll go trips to the left. Another handoff to Boogie. Right up the middle. Short gain.
There's such a fine line between giving him enough time to find the opening and waiting too long for the backside pressure. So again, there was a chance where their guy came off the edge and got a hold of Boogie just enough to keep him limited.
2nd and 7, ball placed at the 10. 3:15 left here in the 3rd quarter. Mala under pressure. Gets Rome Fields. Rome loses the ball, and it will be recovered by Fayetteville. Wampus Cat offense moving downfield. First turnover of the game for Conway, killing that drive.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate. They're really moving the ball well. But, you know, defense made a great play there. They did basically the same thing we did. They had a guy moving in the middle of the field, and you've got to protect. You've got to really be aware of your surroundings, and we just lost the ball.
Defense coming off a stop. And they'll have to do it again. 41-24. Fike, quick pass out to the far side. Is that Satania again?
It is.
I mean, who else?
Yeah. That's actually was a really good play. I mean, it's a gain of 1.5. You're okay with those kind of plays.
Conway fans getting loud over here.
It's a bit of a setup play, though. He's not going to hitch much. That'll be a hitch and go later.
Quick pass out to 12 on the near side. Quadrera Wilson can't make the tackle. And Mo Freeman taking him out of bounds.
Boy, he had a lot of space right here on this side. Q was playing off a long way, and when he caught it, he just had too much room to try to make up and couldn't get there.
2:25 on the clock. First and 10 for Fayetteville. Handoff to Espino. He gets contact quickly. I think it was McKenzie.
Yeah, gain of about 2. That's really a good play by the interior line. I mean, you've seen that a lot from them. First down, they're just trying to get it 2 or 3 yards.
And they are happy to run some clock here.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll see him slow down a little bit.
Fike takes a snap, looking left. Going deep for Satania. Too deep. But Troy Wiseman got a hand on the back of that jersey. And they will get him for the pass interference.
I mean, there's no way Troy knew that the ball was dramatically overthrown, but
right.
And at this level, it doesn't matter if it's overthrown or not like that. If you grab out and hold, and he turned him enough. And Wampus Cat fans are not necessarily excited about that, but it really the uncatchable ball rule really doesn't play in here.
And that will put the ball at the 46 after the penalty, and a fresh set of downs for the Bulldogs. .135 to play here in the third quarter. Fike hands off to Espino. Espino getting a nice chunk. 5 yards.
Yeah, you're going to see a little bit more controlled options with the offense. I mean, they're going to spring a big one, or try to. They'll extend the field up, but they're very happy with an 18-point lead, 17-point lead. Did they miss an extra point?
I guess they must have missed that extra point, that last extra point, and I didn't catch it at the time. But yeah, 41 is what's on the scoreboard here in Fayetteville. Handoff to Espino again. Makes a move to his left. That will pick up the first down and keep that clock moving.
Yeah, that was obviously too much. That run you've got to stop. You've got to force them to do something different, and that's just too much.
Ball at the 42. Fike out to Blackburn. Nice, quick, efficient pass keeps the clock moving.
What a strange play. It's like everything was in slow motion. I'm not sure exactly why.
That would be a loss. Yeah, a loss of 1 on the play.
That's a strange play.
Casey Dick looking unhappy.
Yeah, I think they'll let the clock run out here and just get to the fourth quarter.
Alan Jemison running onto the field for your Wampus Cats, number 50. First time we've seen him tonight. Fayetteville content to let the clock run out here at the end of 3. The Bulldogs up 41-24 on your Wampus Cats. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway court.
Thank you for your business. thank you for your business.
Conway Corp has been powering the Conway community since 1929 and has been a partner in area schools for just as long. From providing student scholarships and teacher grants to bringing you Wampus Cat football, we're proud our roots are in education. Learn more at conwaycorp.com. Into the final quarter of action here in Fayetteville. And your Wampus Cats trail 41-24. Fayetteville, 2nd and 11. This defense gonna have to make a stop. They forced 2 turnovers tonight. A fumble and an interception. They hand off to Espino. He's dragged down from behind. Mo Freeman in there as well. He's number 50. We just called his name before the end of the third quarter. Alan Jemison, a senior.
Good play from the backside there. Again, now that was 2nd and long. That's an interesting call there, 2nd and 11. So you know that they're dialing up the pass here.
3rd and 10. Fike. Pump fake going for Satania deep, and Wiseman in defense. That ball is not hauled in. 4th and 10.
Great job by Troy there, and actually Satania stepped out of bounds on the route, so it wouldn't have counted anyway had he caught it, but great play by Troy there. It's been a long night, I know. He's frustrated.
Is that why we saw the hat flying in? Yeah.
Yeah, he had stepped out and watched. It was real tight to the boundary, and actually it's because Troy was guarding him so tightly he had no place else to go. Good stop by the defense there.
Satania back to punt now. Wes Boudreaux deep to receive. That one almost blocked by Duncan. And Fayetteville is going to pin it down within the 5. Wow, all the way between the 1 and the 2 yard line.
Wow.
Things just not getting any easier for your Wampus Cats.
Yeah. Only got 98 yards to go. No big deal. So you've got, and here's what I like on the sidelines. I mean, there were periods earlier on in the third quarter, late in the second quarter, sidelines look extremely frustrated. They look like they were completely frustrated, to be quite honest. But you see a lot of guys patting each other on the sides, going, let's go, let's go. So, you know, not a lot of great things happening right now, but looks like they haven't lost the drive.
Amala takes a snap in the end zone. Quick handoff to Boogie Carr. Boogie space in the middle. And he's going to pick up a quick first down.
Nice. That's a good way to get away from the goal line.
This offense has been able to move the ball. Drives have just grounded to a halt. They'll hand off to Boogie Carr again. He'll pick up a few more yards.
You know what's interesting about the speed of our offense is our offensive line, sometimes they have no idea who they're trying to pick up because the guy's not there yet. They can't get set on the defensive side, so it's a little bit of a lost player deal.
Boogie over 50 yards rushing tonight. Amala keeps it. And he picks up the first down. Smart move from the sophomore.
Wow. Now, I'm going to tell you, listen, that's the way you do that. Great job.
Mala rolling out to his left, and this one's going to be coming back. He just throws it out of bounds. It's going to be a hold.
Yeah, so Aaron Smith has come off the field, and looks like that's going to be on Q Whitehead. Came in, really didn't get much time to set up. It was cold enough, and boy, they had the outside edge rush.
Yeah, Whitehead, the backup left tackle. Aaron Smith right in front of us on the sidelines talking with Jacob Walton Connor and Colton Jackson, former Wampus Cat, former Razorback, familiar with this scene up here.
Knows Fayetteville, knows Conway. A lot of times. Great guy, Colton Jackson.
So that will move the ball back to the 17. They're going to put it on the 18. So 1st and 20 for your Wampus Cats. They get things going and things coming back. Amala had Mickens over the middle. Led him a little bit and a little high.
Yeah, I mean, but you know what, though? And, yeah, he actually had him open. Tough throw there, but, boy, he had a lot of zip on that. That was a shot out of the cannon. He's got to get that under control. And, actually, if he hits him in stride, that could go a long way.
Second and 20. Handoff to Carr. Makes a guy miss. He's dragging people behind him. Short gain for Boogie.
Yeah, that's just pretty much all Boogie there. I mean, he had a guy riding him from the line of scrimmage all the way down the field. So 3rd and long, just not a great setup, not a great scenario. There's not a lot of 3rd and 17s right now in our playbook while we're learning.
We'll bring the receivers in tight. Looking over the middle, pressure coming in, affecting the pass. A decision to make here. They will bring in the punt team.
Yeah, I mean, he got Jason Johnson came off the edge and really gave Donovan a pop. I mean, Donovan stretching coming off the sidelines. That was he really didn't have a good chance there. I mean, he had some time to throw, but when it broke down quickly.
Had Mickens streaking on the far side, but just not enough time to set his feet and let it go. Yep. Ashton Waller standing around the 6. He's had 2 great punts tonight. He gets that one off. It's going to bounce past the 50. Still going. What a bounce for the Wampus Cats. Down inside the 30. Near the sideline, it just would not go out of bounds. What a punt for Ashton Waller. He's had 3 great punts tonight.
That was the end-over-end kick, man. Nicely done, nicely done.
This is what you're going to expect to see from the senior, Waller. He's just all over the field. Expect we'll even see him on offense some throughout the year.
Yeah.
Might be some special packages for him there. Former quarterback. He has been a playmaker here tonight.
He's going to be sore on the ride home.
I'll hand off to Espino. Waller coming up to make the play. It's met by Proc as well. Proc, another number change this year. He's wearing 34 a year ago, wearing number 59 this year.
Yeah, and Oliver's dad, Robin Proc, who passed away this past summer. Conway guy, UCA guy, great football player, great guy. But that's his number, so Coach Fimple rewarding the junior.
2nd and 5 for Fayetteville. Quick pass out to Satania. What a tackle by Troy Wiseman. No gain.
Nicely done there. Great open field tackle. That's a tough thing to do.
Troy Wiseman has had a tall task all night, and he has played his heart out. 3rd and 5, 8:30. Another chance for this Wampus Cat defense to make a stop. Fike over the middle for Blackburn, perfectly defended by Wilson.
Yeah, great play there. Again, we've shown some spots. I know that there's a lot of points on the board right now, but we've shown some really good defensive moments. And so there's something to build on here from tonight. We've made some good plays. Again, we're facing a couple of players here that are elite level that we may not see again for a while, that kind of player. So there's some things to build on is what I'm saying. There's just enough here to keep some hope alive.
High punt from Satania. That's Boudreaux. Hauls that in near the 37. No, call it the 39. So best starting field position they've had in a while.
Yeah, considering the last one was 2. So 17-point game. I mean, and that's not completely out of the realm. We've got to make a few things happen quickly. We can't spend a lot of time, and we can do that. But without Manny Smith, You know, and again, I'm not going to place any kind of excuse there, but that's tough to do. That's our number one playmaker.
Amala over the middle for TJ Mickens. He takes the contact high, bounces back up.
Yeah, good.
Jansky defending over the middle.
Yeah, good play there. Good, solid defensive play. TJ bounced right back up. But again, he's got a little bit of time in that pocket. He's not too deep. It's about a 3-step drop, so he's got some time there. Just got to make that play.
2nd and 10, trips to the right. Amala on the move, gets it out to Rome Fields, and Rome just turning his head before he secured the catch.
Oh, boy. I hate that for Rome.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, that's you know that you think you've got some space, and so he literally was looking to where he was going down the field. It's a tough break.
3rd and 10. Kelly bringing Lala Smith to Amala's left. Over the middle for Clay Fisher. Clay hauls it in. It's going to be close to a first down. Just short, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
he's getting a good spot. They're giving it to him. Moving the chains, keeping the drive alive. 7:50 to go. Time becoming an issue for your Wampus Cats. Trailing by 17. Amala scrambling. He will get a short gain. Call it 3.
That's a tough job for the umpire. I've talked to Michael Hannon about that a lot. You know, you're right in the middle of the field, and quarterback's trying to make a move, and you don't even know what to do. So, got something out of nothing there.
2nd and 7. Hand off to Lala Smith. Lala bouncing it out to the left. Set up 3rd and short. Jaden Hughes, junior receiver on the field. Near side.
He's got a lot of speed.
Hughes, Boudreaux, Fisher set up the screen for Hughes. Makes the move. It's going to get it real close.
I think it's short just a little bit.
4th down. Coming up, 4th and short. Less than a yard. Boogie Carr in the backfield. They will hand off to Boogie, and he will pick up the first down, keeping it alive.
Good, solid run by Boogie. Made one step to the outside and cut it back into the gap. He really didn't play around there. Didn't want a whole lot of yards, so you got what you needed. Actually, they called that a first down.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm confused
Yeah.
too. I
I
guess
thought
they
it was
did.
fourth down.
I guess they did give it to him on the
did.
previous.
They
Little
did.
pitch to Wes Boudreaux. Wes getting out on the far side. A lot of running for Wes. He still thinks he stayed on his feet.
I'll have to go back and watch that one because I'm not sure he hit the ground either. But
Well, he didn't think so for sure.
He sold it well.
3rd and short. Hand off to Boogie. Boogie picks up another first down. 5:50. Clock will stop to reset the sticks.
Time not on the Wampus Cats side at this point.
Trips tight to the right. Amala going to keep it, rolls out to the left.
Yeah.
A late flag coming in. He was giving up his body, giving up the play. They're going to call, I guess, a late hit here.
Yeah, it should be. Oh, no, they're holding. Holding against the Wampus Cats.
Well,
yeah.
There is that, too.
Yeah, okay.
Your Wampus Cats committed a lot of penalties tonight.
Yeah.
It's the 13th penalty against the Wampus Cats. Amala gets it off, throws it a little high, intended for Rome Fields, and that was a wee bit dangerous.
Yeah, that actually is probably about as good an outcome as you could expect there. I mean, it was going to be a tough throw and catch anyway. You know, Donovan's he's had kind of a knack here for understanding the pressure on his backside, knowing when to take off and run, knowing when to get down. It's just I'm really impressed with this guy.
2nd and 20, handoff to Boogie Carr. Boogie making a miss. Nice big pickup on 2nd down. It'll bring up 3rd and about 8.
Yeah, that was actually a very good open field tackle by Braylon Palmer. I mean, he had Boogie one-on-one and made a good tackle there. But he's made it more manageable. 3rd and 9 doesn't seem that way, but where we were, it's manageable.
Amala over the middle, trying to sneak it into Rome Fields. Rome, 2 defenders right around him. 4th and 9 coming up for the Wampus Cats. Jaden Hughes checking back in.
Yeah, Amala frustrated there. He probably had a chance to make a play there, and just the throw just got away from him. So 4th and long, just under 5 minutes to go. Need to make this play, obviously. It's time to go now.
We have not had any official update on Manny Smith. Left the game in the 2nd quarter after an outstanding 1st quarter. On 4th down, Amala under pressure, rolls out to his left. He is going to be sacked. And they will throw in the flag for intentional grounding. He is coming up gingerly.
Yeah, I'm glad to see him get up.
Either way, it's going to be turnover on downs for your Wampus Cats. Fayetteville will take over. 4:47 left in the game with a 17-point lead.
Yeah, a lot to overcome. I'm an optimist. You know, until it strikes 0, you got chances, but gonna have to make a quick stop. Need a break. Need a turnover here early.
Wampus Cats have been held scoreless here in the 2nd half. Fayetteville has only put up 6 points as they've been content to slow things down here in the last quarter and a half.
Yeah, I mean, there hasn't been a lot of action here in the 2nd half to speak of. A lot of movements up and down the field, but really just when they get down there, things are happening. So
it's a nice gain on 1st down for the Bulldogs. 2nd and short. Spino moving to his left. And he will get the handoff, and he is met in the backfield.
Yeah, Quay stuck it. Man.
By Quay.
Yeah. Good read there. I mean, you know, off of the edge, you're having to make some decisions. You got to go quickly, and Quay just absolutely read that perfectly. Nice play.
3rd and 4. .338 ticking away here in Fayetteville. Quay dancing a little bit on the far side of the line over there, and Fayetteville is going to call a timeout.
Well, there have been some good moments tonight, some things to build on. We talked about this being, you know, the first for many young players, but you've got a chance here to talk to your players in the last parts of this ball game. 3.5 to go. Stay in the ball game. Try to fight to the end. Winning the ball game, probably a little bit of a stretch here at this point, but you need to finish with some purpose. You need to finish with what you've got left in the tank. Leave it all out there. This is a chance for some of these players, for the coaches to say, let's see what you got. Let's see how you lead. Let's see how you react to adversity. Things aren't going your way. Let's see how you play. So a lot of good stuff to learn here.
3rd and 4, 3:27 on the clock. Fake to Espino. And Fike going deep for Satania. Troy Wiseman in defense. And Satania hauls it in. And a late flag coming in against Wiseman. The Bulldogs going big on 3rd down late.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when you've got to have a play, you go to 1. I mean, it's been that way all night long, and that's just a tough job for Troy. He's got him out there man, basically, on an island. And he just, I mean, Satania, and I know a lot of people know a lot about him, but he's a track star as well. I mean, that was just a fly route. And so he's the fastest guy on the field. And you got to be stride for stride with him, and Troy just could not keep up there. He's had him all night long. It's been a tough job.
A tall task for any defender. Handoff to Espino. Ashton Waller wrapping him up, taking him down. Short gain.
Trying to rip the ball out. Good decisions there. Getting pulled up and then try to rip.
Ethan Winningham on the defensive line, a name we haven't got to call much tonight. He's been out there. We just haven't called his name. Two and a half minutes to go. Fayetteville going to milk it as much as they can. The play clock's still inoperable here in the stadium. Another handoff to Espino, and he is stuck hard by Ashton Waller. Waller playing hard here in the final minutes of the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
Third down and 8. We're under 2 minutes to play. They went big on the last 3rd down. Let's see if they keep attacking here, or they hand it off to Espino. They will hand it off. Espino getting stuck by Kesey. Stuck it.
Yeah, Kesey in the ball game. Good deal. Well, it's going to be a long ride home.
Well, I'm staying in Fayetteville.
Yeah,
so
well,
I'm delay
talking about for the team.
Yeah, oh, that's true. Yeah.
So a long ride home.
A lot of time to think on that bus.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I mean, it's and that's okay. I mean, you need some time. You're going to need some time to mull this over, but because it's not the outcome that we expected. There were some unknowns coming in, and we were going to be battling uphill a little bit. We knew that coming in, and not going to go our way tonight.
Fayetteville calls a timeout with 55 seconds left. We'll take it with them. 30 seconds, and we're back on Conway Court.
It began in 1997 with one goal: community first. It grew, reaching farther and farther across the state of Arkansas. Now we're on the move again, ready to show our commitment to the people of Conway. Ready to continue the effort to revitalize our downtown with a state-of-the-art banking facility. Ready to live out our firm belief that community is everywhere. And now, community is here.
Opening night of the 2021 football season for your Wampus Cats here in Fayetteville. It has not gone the way any of us have wanted it to go. Wampus Cats held scoreless here in the second half, 41-24. It was a great back and forth affair in the first half. An incredible performance from Manny Smith in a quarter of action, and then
1 quarter.
Unfortunately had to leave the game. Conway offense has moved the ball, but just been unable to convert with scoring here, and Fike will throw on 4th down. And that is going to go out of bounds, incomplete.
That's an interesting call. Wow.
Yeah, I expected to see Enos come in and get a field goal attempt.
Wow, but yeah, throwing it on up 17 with 50 seconds to go, that's an interesting read. But okay, so you know, again, it's a good stop. Again, something you want to work on, people fighting all the way to the end, all the way down to the 6-7 yard line.
50 seconds to go. They'll hand off to Lala here. Lala running hard on first down.
Lala is a good runner. You're going to see a lot of him this year. He's not huge, but he is really powerful lower legs. He's a really good runner.
I'll give it to him again. He's got a little bit of a crease in the middle. Still carrying defenders. That's going to be good enough for a first down. Clock at 21. It will keep rolling when they get the chain set. Amala takes a snap. He's looking for number 16. Haven't got to call his name much tonight. That's Jackson Anderson.
Yeah, one of the super sophomores that that Coach Kelly has in his arsenal. You'll see him more as the year goes on. Really
Second
fast.
and 10. 11 seconds on the clock. I'll hand off to Lala. Lala picking up another first down here, and probably be the last play of the game. There were 4 seconds on the clock. They're going to let that time run out here, and that is going to do it. Opening night of football for your 2021 Wampus Cats. They fall on the road 41-24 against a talented Fayetteville team. Tim, this Wampus Cat squad doing some great things in the first half, facing some adversity late in the first half. Ball moving pretty well off and on, but just couldn't keep drives going.
Well, there were a couple of moments there where, I mean, you move the ball all the way down the field and you have a mistake late in the drive that cost you. And so we moved the ball well. If you look at the stats, and we'll look at those, you know, I'll look at those tomorrow. We moved the ball well. We just, when it came to crunch time, when the pressure intensified, we struggled. And so a lot of growing up to do, and that's happened on this game. Listen, it's the first 3 ball games are super tough. We didn't shy away from anybody with this schedule. So next week, Bentonville,
that's true. Yeah, on to Bentonville. It's not going to get any easier next week. 457 yards of total offense for your Wampus Cats. Boogie Carr going over the century mark, 101 yards on 21 carries. He had 1 score. Manny Smith, the electric senior, what a first quarter. 2 carries for 96 yards and 2 scores, and then unfortunately having to go out with what appeared to be some heat-related issues. Again, no final confirmation on him, but what we are hearing seems positive. But again, no final confirmation there. Wes Boudreaux, four catches tonight, 115 yards. And let's talk about the super sophomore, Donovan Amala, 18 for 33, 230. No touchdowns, but no turnovers.
Right, so, and you could tell, here's the thing, the pace of the game, as he started moving forward with the game, the pace of the game didn't look like it was shaking him up. He really stayed solid in the pocket. He made great decisions with the ball. That's characterized by the fact that he got a lot of pressure, but still had no picks. So very impressed with Donovan Amala.
A lot to work on for your Wampus Cats. Some good things, some not so great things that we saw tonight. Final here, 41-24, Fayetteville taking this opener. We will be making the trip back to Northwest Arkansas a week from tonight, going a little bit further down the interstate to take on the Bentonville Tigers. We'll have that live for you here on Conway Corp next Friday. Got to give some big props tonight. It's been a challenging night all around. The players on the field, injuries that they were dealing with, challenging night for our crew as well. But big thanks for Wayne Bailey, Ashton Brown, John Shute, Maggie Risley, Eve Kelly, and Alex Douglas, new camera people. Justin King on social media, Scott Stats Taylor, and Carrie Kirby back at home monitoring the stream, and of course, Jeff Matthews, our supervising producer.
Yep.
produced a great broadcast tonight. He's Tim. I'm Levi. We'll see you next week in Bentonville.